Microphone. Yep, that's my voice. Oh boy, this is a good start. Good job. Good. All right.
Wait, no, I'm confused. Is it
All right.
just
You guys are on stream now. You are on stream. Hello.
Yeah, I'm fairly
We
confident
are live.
that a few of those amazing things you were saying actually made it into
Yep.
the stream. Fantastic, amazing, well done, everyone. For those of you listening now or later, please do apologize to this bunch of random people. We actually thought we were recording and then the audio fell through. So we will start this again and just ignore everything that you have been hearing up until this moment in time. Yep. Just like that. So, as I was saying, today it's 5 of us. We have a new player in. Say hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Hi.
Yep, there you go. She's alive. And Fergus is unfortunately not in today. He is busy. So he sends his best regards from Drone Star, and we will be playing without him, which is absolutely fine. Because just to recap very quickly for anyone who doesn't know what we're doing, that's kind of the point of this campaign. It's a relatively flexible campaign designed in a way that if someone can't make it or we need to switch between characters or whatever, that is perfectly okay. So today we have 3 regulars plus a new one and me. And yeah, just without more delay, I guess it's only fair if you guys do your usual character introductions and I will play some musics. Don't worry, Sarah. I'll tell you where your queue is. But in the meantime, let's start with Alex.
Hello, I'm Stubborn No Eyes. Technically I'm scum, but I am, as of now, officially a renegade, whatever that means. Alongside that, I have suddenly remembered I know how to pilot civilian craft.
Suddenly? Wow.
So I can do that now.
Very helpful.
Some good memory stuff in there.
Also, my eyesight just got a bit better.
Amazing.
Should be useful to spot threats and hide from them.
Well, normally it would be Drone Star's tune next, but as he's not here, we are jumping into the Bee Queen. Martin?
Hello, Brother Bumble here. I've recently been to the gym and got tougher. That's about it, though. My experience upgrades are a lot worse than yours.
Would you genuinely get tougher? Like, your toughness is ridiculous already.
Yes.
It's probably for
But,
the best.
like, I still have 2 more upgrades to go, so...
That's ridiculous. Amazing. Brilliant. Love it. Excellent. Well, there you go. And now we're doing a slight change of the rooster, because someone likes being broody at the end. So, introducing our very new player and character, Winter.
Yay! Hi. I don't know who she is yet, so I'm just gonna go with this. I play Winter, who's the sister of Battle Medicus. Is that correct? Is that the right way to do it?
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, Medicus. I'm still in the Roman mindset. That's what I'm blaming it on.
It's not entirely incorrect.
True, very true. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on with her. You're gonna find out.
Yes. That's
weird.
Mysterious.
Something really
Literally.
weird.
Real fucking weird.
And closing the party as usual is James. James?
He's so broody. He's so broody. He's not talking.
You want to say something?
I'm here. That's all you need to know.
Okay, and that is Brother Asmos, everyone, who is looking for the Fallen. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Well, there we go. Introductions aside, we'll do a quick recap of what's been happening up to date.
A big old
Unless
mess.
someone else wants to do a quick recap, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Mm,
Oh,
well,
sorry.
you weren't
Quick,
technically
recap.
here before, so let Brother Bumble do a quick recap.
Okay, so we got broken into, and a bunch of people laughed at us. So we went downstairs, and we found they were full of portals, and then they left.
Yeah, that's a very succinct summary, but it is not wrong.
Oh,
So,
yes, and they kidnapped one of us.
well,
because-
you're not sure if kidnap is the right word.
I mean,
But,
he's gone
yeah.
back to their place for orgies and stuff, so it's fine.
Yeah, of course. Auditing purposes.
Pissed off with space wolves. Good.
This is totally what happened to Brother Gabriel, who is a poor victim of your mismanagement of situations.
The Eldar are giving him a slapping.
Yeah, probably. You don't actually know. You don't
Slip,
really
slap.
know.
Slip, slap. I'm gonna shut
Wasn't
up.
that also some sort of object that got taken away by some sort of like?
Oh yeah. So the relic
See,
that you
I
guys
might have been I might have been playing Mario Kart, but I was paying attention.
Paying attention more than me, clearly.
the relic that you guys spent the first episode trying to recover indeed got
Kidnapped.
misplaced, stolen, something with Brother Gabriel on the last mission, alongside with the 19 space wolves that were insulted by Brother Asmos here, who apparently has
Good.
nothing to say on the subject.
Well, I just said I managed to piss off some stinking space wolves. That was
Yep.
my mission accomplished.
Very well.
Honestly fair.
Excellent.
What if the sword and Brother Gabriel are the same thing? Never seen them in the same room.
Uh-huh.
What if the sword
I-
belongs to Brother Gabriel when what we're actually doing is just playing through the Bible but in space?
Well, yeah, that wouldn't be entirely uncharacteristic.
That will be entirely, yes, strange. But in any case, I will take a sip of water and tell you what you guys are up to today. So, yes, that's a very brief summary of what happened. It is their fault that Brother Gabriel is with us no more, over the sword.
Brother Gabriel's fault.
And there you go. But you have some friends that you enlisted from the first
Yay.
mission. I don't know if you remember how many
Yeah.
of them you took
Rescued.
with you. How many
Literally
did you say?
some.
We
It
have
was-
friends. How?
Didn't
It
we
was-
save 6 of them?
It was literally 6 of them. Yes, very
Yeah.
good. Very good. These
Sorry,
are
that's
now
pretty
members of your ship, and you need to decide how, essentially, how you're gonna give them jobs and whatnot. But more importantly, as things stand, you need more people to be able to fly this ship and operate as a party. So the first thing that happens on this glorious day at your Death Watch, and in fact, let's move you over to your Death Watch tower, a special task force
I
without
was
a name
enjoying the
just
nebula.
yet, is that
Mm-hmm.
you 3, Stubborn No Eyes, Brother Bumble, and Brother Asmos, are asked to report immediately to the Inquisitor's headquarters at the top.
Okay.
Just as the Inquisitor is still kidnapped, right?
No,
Like she's still missing. Oh,
they
we found her?
rescued
Oh,
Oh, we found her in a box.
We weren't complete failures.
Inquisitor is rescued. She was put into the Medicaid bay, and now she's fine. This has been perhaps maybe a week or 2 after this slight incident happened, but never mind. So you 3 are asked to report upstairs. The Inquisitor looks...
better.
I'm not sure if better is the right word, but she looks, not unconscious, which is already a step up from
Alive.
last time. And there you go. She tells you that she has some news for you and a new mission to give you. She apologizes. Drone Star our glorious Tau friend is busy with something else, as we are using some of his knowledge with a different kill team who currently has a very important mission to carry out elsewhere in this quadrant. But he will be joining you back shortly. Don't worry, we're not taking him off your party.
Oh,
It's
what
not.
a shame.
It's not like that.
Whatever will we do without him?
But it's okay. I have a new friend for all of you.
Yeah.
He should be arriving to the hangar just any moment now. So please just follow me and we will welcome her. So the Inquisitor takes her cane and starts walking towards the elevator if you would like to follow her.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
And just
What else are you gonna do?
just to make sure that you all heard her, she said very clearly that the person that was coming on board seemed to be a female. So I'm gonna let that sink in with some of the Space Marines, with some of the angry Space Marines in particular. Just because we all know how amicable the Dark Angels are to
Wait,
everyone
are you
else.
angry?
We would never have guessed.
You don't need to know.
Oh. Okay.
Cool.
Brother Bumble hugs it out.
The bumble starts hearing my chainsword start whirling.
Now,
Is that a
children.
chainsword in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me?
If you weren't, all of you soon will be.
Weirdos.
Oh my god, what have I joined?
Yes, exactly. So in any
keep my
case,
distance.
there, as always, there you are. You get into the elevator. You make it all the way down to the hangar. You see your beautiful small ship, waiting there for you. And there is indeed some other people that seem to have come in a transport ship, amongst which are some general humans, and seemingly from the ropes you would all be able to know and tell that there is a sister of battle there, a sister hospitaller, who has just been dropped here and looks incredibly out of place, just like everyone else here, really. And the Inquisitor goes, this must be Sister Winter. Please, come over.
Walk over. Have I met the Inquisitor before?
Through comms, yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you in person. What the fuck was that? A pleasure to meet you in person, Inquisitor.
That's I think that's the first time someone has said that to me here, but thank you.
I always say hello.
I'm not entirely sure you said you were exactly pleasant to meet me in person, but hello is fine too. I didn't realize I was that much of a celebrity. But in any case, this is Sister Winter. Sister Winter comes from, and she literally looks at you as if expected to give some answers as to your previous whereabouts or what you may have been doing. Maybe.
Not here. Why did I go American?
It's okay. Sister Winter is going through a phase of adjustment. And
Aren't we all?
some things may just be a bit hazy for her. So her previous squad have just told me that if she ever seems confused or like she doesn't really know where she is or what she's doing, that is perfectly normal. But you'll be able to cope with that, yes?
Oh yeah, sure.
Excellent.
Don't worry,
because,
I know all too well about these sort of side effects, and I tap my nose.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In
I just
any
have the memory
case-
loss.
Whatever happened in previous traumas of your life, you're safe here now, mostly. I will not put on you the pressure of replacing Brother Gabriel, because Brother Gabriel was the true light and inspiration of this watchtower, and therefore he is irreplaceable.
Yeah, marvelous.
But-
Great man. Great man.
But
yeah.
I guess you will do for now. And these are your teammates. Would you like to introduce yourselves to Sister Winter?
Hello. I'm
Oh.
Bumble.
Hello, you're quite cheerful.
Well, why not? Everything is fine in the Imperium.
Yeah. The
Usually.
Imperium's alright.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's why we're stuck on this rock.
Yeah.
I mean, having fun on this rock.
And that over there is Stubber, Agent Stubber.
Agent
Nice.
Stubber, that's the first I've heard of it.
Yes, of course. Well, I mean,
Alright.
that's the reason why you all have now been sanctioned official Death Watch gear.
Yeah, interesting. I've actually got a job. Huh.
Yes.
Anyway.
Is that
Agent.
new to you? Or...
Agent Stubber or
Well,
Agent
in
Noai,
official
whichever you
terms.
prefer. Keep it as casual or as formal as you want to.
Yeah,
Brother-
Stubber. You can call me Stubber. And
Brother Bumble, Brother
Right.
Asmus.
I do stuff around here.
Lots of stuff. Yes. And you would be
Right.
meeting eventually Agent Dronestar, who is not here today, but who's absolutely marvelous. And I'm sure
Yeah,
you will
good
all
lad.
get along just well.
He's
Well,
blue.
on that front,
He's
I
what?
am going to... Oh, he's a Tau.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't have problem with blue people, do you?
no, just so long as he's part of the Empire, I've got no problem with him.
Oh, of course. He works under the light of the Emperor. He
excellent.
eats Emperor cereals for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and sometimes
But there
a
is an-
cheeky snack in the middle of the night.
There's an
he's fine.
Empire cereal?
Cheerios.
Yeah, I'm sure. Have you
Well,
never been to
clearly
the
that's what
Calixtus
you eat.
sector? But, well,
Not that I'm aware of.
Well,
but,
Wheater bricks.
that explains it. In any case, I'm sure Brother Bumble and Brother Asmus will be able to show you around the big ropes, and Agent Stubber will be your fellow human companion. And this is your ship. And she turns around, points at your ship, which is right here.
Mhm.
You still haven't
Oh.
named the ship, and you probably should at some point.
Does it have a name, or is it just the ship?
The ship.
Yeah, that's a
The
good name.
ship.
What's wrong with that? Descriptive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does what it says on the tin.
Let's paint
Well,
the
sure,
ship
but
on the side of it.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Normally, they
Graffiti.
have a name.
The ship.
Normally they have some sort of name.
Well, she hasn't had her first maiden voyage yet, but that is
Ah.
about to be amended. So whoever is in charge of the, I don't know, upkeep of this place, I guess you're gonna have to decide that. And your 6 companions that you recruited previously are here to help with
Oh yeah.
Sister Winter. And you'll be wondering why you need your ship today. Well, as you know, the entire point of you acquiring this ship was so that you could have your own transport in and out of the watchtower without disturbing or caring for what any other kill team may be doing, because like we've established, you are not a kill team. You are special ops. Isn't that exciting?
Alright.
In any
You had
case,
to think about that for a minute, did you?
no, I'm just making sure that everyone is on the right page.
Okay.
You are special ops, and don't tell anyone
But we do kill people
that you are
sometimes,
a
right?
kill team. That's just part of what special ops do, Stubber.
Yeah.
There's no need
Most
to
kill
actually refer
teams-
to such a gruesome nature of a
No,
job.
that's alright. There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes people need killing.
You haven't killed anyone so far, so I don't understand what's the need of calling this a kill team. But in any case,
I think we
special ops.
we tried.
Still, well, we were technically responsible for Gabriel's death. Does that count?
Yeah.
Is someone died?
We
What?
literally just at the thought
Yeah, our
of Brother
last,
Gabriel being dead just sort of gives
Our
you
last
a
medic.
look.
The one you're not replacing. He's gone.
Not replaced.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It was a strange accident, and
Yeah.
he'll be fine. I still have hope that we can find Brother Gabriel and that he may not be dead. But in any case, this is how things are around here. So today you are to get this ship going, make sure that it has everything that it needs, and get yourself some new people. I have coordinates of 3 suitable locations where you may be able to find some new recruits. Expenses are not an issue. Just make sure that they make it back in one piece alongside with yourselves.
And what sort of any particular reason why we need more people?
Because with just the 4 or 5 of you and the 10 recruits that you have, that ship will not be able to live in space for a long mission, essentially. You need
Refer to
maintenance,
it
you need
properly,
things
that ship,
moving
the ship.
around. You know,
All
things
right,
like that.
makes sense. Yeah.
You need dedicated members of staff, and I am still not entirely clear what these 6 members of staff actually do,
It's-
so you may
well,
want
it's
to
just
have a
that-
discussion about that as well.
You know, for me, I'm used to a job where the more people you got on board, the greater ways you have to split the money. So you know, less people, the
Well,
better.
that's not a problem here. You'll get paid the same.
All right,
It's
a
called,
salary.
it's
Wow.
called a salary. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you not have
Like I
one of
said,
those? Where you come
I
from?
heard about them.
Special ops.
Oh. Where do you come from if you don't have a salary?
Oh, I'm here and there.
Right. Okay. Right.
Are there any
Excellent.
local recruiting worlds we can get?
Well, like I said, you can
Great,
see all of
thank you.
that in the details that I've just given you. They are all in your data pads. And now, if you excuse me, I have other things to do. So please board your ship, get the hell out of here, and find some new members of staff.
Okay,
And that
bye.
is an order. And yeah, she just turns around and starts walking quite wobbly into the general direction of the elevator. And there you are, left, all on your own. And as you are sort of considering, well, what else to say or to do and whatnot, the 6 guys that you rescued from the first planet actually come through and join you.
All right, lads.
Oh, it's you. You okay?
Yeah, how have you been?
Yeah, good thing that you did a good thing when you brought us with you, Brother Bumble. We're eternally grateful. You, Stubber, you were very, very kind and attentive as well.
Mhm.
The 6 of them sort of look at Brother Asmus with fear, remorse,
Pretty sure it was
uncertainty,
my idea to bring them on.
something, another, not sure. And then they see Winter. And one of them immediately starts shaking and falls to his knees and
Mhm.
says, "Oh,
Oh,
the Emperor be blessed. Finally,
fucking
we're
hell.
in the presence of a true angel.
Oh,
We
I
are
forgot they were
now
these kind of
safe
people.
and finally at home.
For fuck's sake.
The Emperor protects." And you hear 5 more. The Emperor protects.
Yeah, Emperor
Weird
protects.
flex,
yeah.
but okay.
Yeah.
I don't
you
think
don't-
we've been properly introduced. Please tell us your
no,
name.
Well, I'm Sister Winter. Please get off the floor. It doesn't look very clean.
No, it's not.
In your presence, any floor is clean. The aura, the purity, the sanctity that you bring to this universe.
Pull yourself together, man.
I served.
It's not a good look.
I served in the Calixtus sector. I owe my life to the dedicated work of the Sisters Hospitallers.
Look,
You
I-
wouldn't know such a thing.
I don't know who
unless
you're
you
trying to
were
impress,
there.
but I don't think the lady's impressed.
Well,
Seriously, that's really not how like cleaning works. Please get off the floor before you get some sort of infection.
the rest sort of were like, all right, and they take him back, and he starts sort of putting his shit together. But
Stimping
There you
pretty
go.
hard.
that's there you go. Now you know you have a super devoted man amongst your
Yeah.
ranks.
Uh-huh. I already knew
And,
they were kind of weird. I'm gonna go. I think while we're setting off, I guess. Do we have a pilot, or do I have to fly? Seeing as I
Maybe a
can
reason why
now.
you need some people here. Well, funnily enough, I'm fairly confident the Drone Star would normally be your pilot.
Yeah.
Um,
I now have
So-
But
pilot
he's
trained.
not here.
I've
so
got. I
yeah.
think I've got pilot skill. I think.
Yeah, same. I just got it
Well,
just in case.
I don't.
You may want to figure out how you're going to do this and how are you going to distribute these 6 chaps around you.
Yeah, I'm
But in
gonna
any case,
round them up. And be like,
Is
all right,
there two?
lads, gather round. What are you all good at, other than bowing down to the Emperor and all that?
what are they good at? I'll tell you in just a moment.
I'll like go around and interrogate each one.
I mean, surely we should all be good at bowing down to the Emperor. That's sort of.
Right.
Oh yeah,
So,
definitely, for sure.
Absolutely. He's
You
the boss,
have
but not the boss.
you have 2 people that all they've known in their life has been fighting. One of them you immediately identify as the guy that you talked to and who was very ready to put up a fight. The other one seems to be the person that you also saw speaking with him as you came in. So those 2 guys seem to be fighters, is what they do best. You have a couple of people who they tell you they haven't really done much in their lives other than farming. So they know their way around just general maintenance and things like that. You also have one person who actually knows a tiny bit of genuine engineering. He tells you that before he ended up in there, he actually received some training from both the Empire and the Tau in some machinery. And although he doesn't consider himself an expert, he definitely is technically minded and would be happy to assist in that way.
Well,
And finally, you have a person who says they can cook.
all right,
Excellent.
that's useful.
That's like the most important job.
Yeah.
Yes, well, the cook will be more important for you than the hospitaller. That's for sure.
All right. Well, we don't have our main
Well, next
engineering
time
guy
you
here
get
today.
stabbed, I'm not going to heal you.
Oh, that was quick.
Well, making friends already.
It was a general. it was a general observation, hospitaller.
Mm-hmm.
You were quite a substance which Space Marines don't. At least not.
Ours circulates.
I mean, I generally eat food as well from time to time. You know.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah.
Just saying, we haven't. Well, I haven't served along non-Astartes in a while. I forget about the different biological needs we have.
Yeah, I bet.
Well,
That's
you better
alright.
remember them quickly.
Okay.
Anyway,
Um,
who's flying this tin can?
Not me. I can't fly.
Oh, that's interesting.
It says so in the codex.
All right.
If Space Marines could fly, they'd have been given wings.
Yeah. Okay.
well, I can look at it. I used to be a personnel in a Thunderhawk. Sure, I can
Oh,
try and figure this out.
okay.
Excellent. Well,
In terms of
Don't
actual
hurt yourself.
skill, I've got pilot trained, and it's based on agility. And my agility is currently 55. So yeah, altogether that's a 60, I think that adds up to.
that's it.
What's yours?
Mine is 50. One's trained as well. So I think you'll be higher at 60.
Okay.
You can always do an assist.
We're all gonna die. Yeah, I need a co-pilot.
Another fucking character dying. And
So from the looks of it, it seems that Stubber and Asmos are gonna be in the pilot area. And
Yeah, make a great team.
2 of you will be somewhere
Doing
else.
other stuff. What else needs doing while we're just flying around?
Just generally checking that everything is in order, to be honest. If you get attacked, obviously that, but other than
Yeah,
that, you'll
I'll
be
set up
fine.
like the med bay.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Do we have a med bay?
You do have a med bay. Well,
Excellent.
sort of. You see what it says quarters.
Yeah.
So yes,
Ooh,
I see.
that is quarters. The other bit is quarters and med bay. It sort of doubles up
Okay.
depending on what you need. At the moment, because
So not
you
the
don't
best
have
med
any,
bay.
because you don't need anything else. That's that.
I'll go to the mess hall to make sure they have honeycomb,
Yep.
etc.
Brother Bumble, why don't you do a weapons audit as well? See
What's a weapon?
You have an armory. Remember that he's a librarian.
Yeah. And
But-
he hasn't got a fucking weapon.
You have two. You have 2 trained fighters here. I mean, if at any point you want the names of these people, just let me know, or you can keep on referring to them as "Hey, you." But
Yeah, I'll do that for
you
now.
know,
Mr.
entirely.
Hay and Mr. U.
Oi, mate.
I turn to the fighters and I say, well, I ask what their specialism fighting is, whether they have arms training or.
Well, one of them is the guy that used to be at the guard, so he tells you that he has the basic Imperial Guard training.
Yeah.
And he was trying to work himself up all the way up to a commissar. So
Oh.
standard issue. He was pretty high ranking in the guard. The other one was also in the guard, but not quite high up. So that's what you're working with.
Okay, fine.
And they are
go to the armory then and take a stock of what we have about and what we may need to pick up on the way.
amazing. Brilliant. Okay.
Like at the space gas station.
Yes. Well, there are things like that. Excellent.
Fair enough.
If you all go also to the bridge, if you want to take that moment to actually see the coordinates and shit like that the Inquisitor have given you, that may be a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys take out your data pads and you have the details for these 3 places.
Ooh, fun.
So, these are the 3 potential planets where you can go that have been given reports back of things that may be useful to you. You have planet A here, the one that has the circle around it. That planet is mostly gas. So if you go down, you would, well, for the Space Marines, it wouldn't be an issue. Winter and Stubber would need to make sure that they are wearing the appropriate gear at all times. It is a death world, obviously. And they know that there are some remains of a colony there which are probably quite desperate for a rescue and would be very grateful to be part of anything that you want to throw them at. Being part of a death world usually means that you are a hard, tough survivor. So, it's easy recruits, essentially. The death world over there, however, is the one that is farthest away from your current destination, or sorry, from your current location. You also have a hive planet here. Sorry, not a hive planet, a forge planet here, which is planet B. That one is sort of at a mid distance. It's not a huge planet, but it's, well, it is definitely bigger than the planet that you are in now, which means access to a lot more resources, more people. Being a forge world, that means obviously there is a lot of tech around, a lot of weapons, perhaps higher chances of finding more specialized members of the team. And then you have planet C, which is the one that's closest, is here. It looks very idyllic. It's actually a feudal world with some general settlements. The terrain is a bit rough, but nothing that you guys can take. And you can find people of all sorts of types of imperial society there. There are main cities, there are villages, there are outposts and whatnot. So it's entirely up to you. This one is the closest one. It's also the biggest one, so there is a lot of cover. You would need to sort of decide where you're going and sort of go in there and either stay overnight or come back or whatever. This one is mid sort of distance from you. It would probably take you best part of half a day to get over there. And this one would be something you would need to do in 3 steps. It will take you nearly a full day to get there, a full day to get in and get used to the gas atmosphere, and a full day to come back. Which is the maximum amount of time that you've been given to complete this mission.
So
I would like to avoid the gas world.
Let's go jousting.
What? What?
Well, one of them's the medieval world, so let's go jousting.
Okay.
No, that I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that.
I go for the Forge world. That's closest to a hive, I guess.
Yeah, I would say the Death World.
Yeah, you would.
Well, I fought beside Catachans, and bar Astartes, there aren't any tougher sons of bitches in the system.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
but
apparently we're not a kill
He's
team.
got a point.
So...
Unfortunately, 2 of us can't breathe there.
Whoa.
They make suits for that.
Yeah, and you should check that the suits are in good condition and you can use them, but
That's true.
they should have been provided to you.
So if I
Otherwise, you
trust
wouldn't
the
have
suit.
been given the option of going to a place where you can't breathe. The Inquisitor may be going senile, but she's not stupid.
Yeah.
Also, if we go to a death planet, then the people there aren't exactly going to say no, are they?
Yeah.
No,
When we
you've
go,
been
pick
told
'em up.
very clearly that those people are desperate to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, people
Well,
will
so
say
if we
anything.
don't pick them up, then who will?
Yeah, let's go to the dead world.
Wouldn't
Dead
assume
world, dead world.
wouldn't assume too much. People can have a weird asphyxiation with the Death World when they've been living on it for a while, but I reckon our best recruits will be from the Death World.
I feel like the most useful ones might be on the Forge world.
And I
Can
feel
we-
like we could go jousting.
Mm-hmm.
So the vote splitter is down to the new recruit, Leila.
I was
Dun,
gonna
dun,
say
dun.
I was gonna say the Death World anyway, but
Ah,
Death world.
is this a democracy now? That's a novel
It doesn't
concept.
have to be a democracy, and some of you have talents that may allow you to sway people in your favor. Just
Do I?
putting it out there. Also, it is not a democracy if you do not ask the other 6 members of staff that you have under your command.
Mhm.
Minions. Valued members of the ship.
So if you truly want to make this
you really gotta need to think of a name for it.
if you really want to make this a democracy, then you need to go and ask them what they think.
All right, I'll round them up.
All right.
We actually
Oi,
Go on,
everyone,
round
get in
them up.
here.
okay.
I take it that you're using the comms for this.
I don't at first, then I remember we've got them.
Okay. I will give you the votes of everyone. I will
Good job,
literally roll a.
Were
I
you
will
not
roll.
expecting us
I
to
will
do
roll
that?
6d6s.
Where would you all like
One-
to pick some new colleagues from?
1 to
whatever else
2
we find.
is the first
That's
world. 3 to 4 is the second world, and 5 and 6 is the last one.
Let's go jousting.
Right. Let's see.
Woo!
So we have
I really
Forge
don't think
World,
that's how it
Forge
should go
World, Death World, Forge World, Death World, Forge World. So, if you're
There's
gonna
no
listen
doubt.
to everyone, there is an overwhelming amount of people who, as humans, also think that a Forge World would be a good place to stop by to grab some shit.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of a death world doesn't sound very appealing to them, and for some reason, none of these bastards want to go to a feudal world, probably because they just came from one of them. Who would have guessed?
How does it balance out along with our votes?
So there is no one that supports the motion of Brother Bumble, so Brother
Okay.
Bumble is immediately eliminated.
Sad Bumble.
Sorry.
The Forge World has Stabber. It also has Razael, Hazer,
Oh, damn.
Turak, and Chrom.
Okay, so 5.
So that is 5. And the Death World has Asmos, Winter, and Pathiel, and Ranid.
Oh, so 5 to 4.
So 4.
Well, let's go to the dead world. Yay!
Unless Brother Bumble wants to, make things awkward like that, which he would. In
Rescue
which case,
Cheers, let's go!
in which case you have a tie.
No, you can't change your
That's
vote now.
really-
This is first past the post.
Really accomplished nothing.
This is not a single transferable vote.
Can we split the ship in half? And have
Uh,
the ship, and the ship?
No,
I'm not much of an engineer, but I don't know if that would work.
I think we'd all die except from the Space Marines.
Oh, we die.
Oh yeah, we'd still die in vacuum in space.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, it would actually be worse. For us.
finally something you're not immune to.
Well, it would take much longer. It would actually be worse for us because we'd take a lot longer to die.
Oh, I could psychically explode.
Yes,
Uh,
that's the thing.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Forge World it is. I sit down at the pilot seat and start taking off.
Anyone gonna try and stop him?
No.
Ah, sod it. Let's go.
Then start doing me some rolling, please, for piloting.
Okay.
I'm sure those people chose to live there. On that poor, doomed, dead world.
Yeah, can we appeal to the empathy that neither of these characters have?
At least we're not going to Fenris. What a shit.
Wow.
Alright. That is a fail.
Because at this rate, you may not go anywhere. Brother Asmos, would you mind?
Yes, I'm just trying to do it.
I mean, practically every roll I make is a fail, so.
Oh no, I fucked up.
Oh god.
We're going to the death world.
You're not going anywhere
We
as
stalled.
things stand right now.
How do we
Um,
take this bloody thing off?
I have drive ground vehicles. Will that help?
I doubt it.
No.
I don't think so.
In
no.
fairness, right now, this is more a ground vehicle than it is a spaceship. So
Brother
Yeah.
Brother Hazer approaches and says, I may be able to help.
Who the hell are you?
Brother Hazer
You rolled a 1. What the fuck?
sits there.
Who is this
and,
guy? Is this one of our guys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
you
not
called him
Brother
brother.
Hazer.
I was like, what the
Sorry, Agent Hazer, who is the engineer.
fuck? Oh, he's a full-fledged
Um,
agent as well. Okay.
Well, yeah, you guys recruited them, so now
I
they
feel
are.
like they should be a step
Mm.
below us. Like, I don't know.
Well, they are not special operation agents. They are ship crew agents.
I mean, they're clearly better than us.
But yeah, Agent Hazer sits there and starts fiddling with things. It's just an old girl. He just needs a bit of starts muttering to
All right.
himself, and you see him hitting and smashing the thing a couple of times, and then whoop, and then the music can start. Yay!
All right,
And
Hazer,
don't
Hazer,
worry.
you are officially the pilot of this ship.
Where did you
Good job.
get this ship from?
It was
don't know.
given to us.
They gave it to us, yeah.
By who?
The Inquisitor.
Oh, by the old lady. Inquisitor.
Oh, okay.
What is this music?
Well, it's an alternative to the happy music, so I don't traumatize so much. Funky,
Gonna
like
turn it
Brother
up.
Hazer. Huh?
Does she know that it doesn't really work very well?
Yes,
Yeah, I
we told
mean,
them that.
in case you haven't noticed, we're not the most conventional team. I don't entirely know.
Yes, I do.
What plans they have for us?
Well, you just gotta. It's the Empire. You've just gotta trust him, you know.
Yeah,
Things
total
are
trust.
like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
when-
yeah.
Trust in the Honey Emperor.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The honey.
Yeah.
Emperor?
Yeah.
The boss, who is similar to the boss.
Don't ask.
Oh my god.
Are we sure he's
Sometimes
not?
I wonder.
Are we sure he's not actually a bee?
I don't know.
Just in a space.
How dare you assume I'm anything other than a bee?
I've not seen him under that helmet.
I mean, I was assuming that you were a space marine, but okay.
Space Marine
gonna
bee,
go.
yes.
I'm gonna go reroll some damage.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go reroll some bandages or something. I don't know.
Very good,
So
very good.
I'm gonna sit down in like the co-pilot seat and just like talk to Hazer as he flies. Is he one of the ultra zealous guys, or is he a bit more chill?
No,
try and get that
Hazer seems perfectly normal. Yeah, he tells
Normal.
you that.
Just a dude.
Yeah, he tells
That's
you that
interesting.
he's a survivor. He does what he needs to do to get by. That's why when the Tau came, he adapted to the Tau way of living. When the Empire came back, he adapted to the Empire way of living. In this life of ours, you don't really get much of a choice. You just
What if you did have a
need
choice?
to
If you
roll
did have
on.
a choice, just
Well,
a fun little thought experiment. If you did have a choice,
oh my
how would
God.
that have gone? No judgment from me here, but what did you prefer?
Well, what I would have loved would have been that I wouldn't have been born in a remote part of the galaxy. My family wouldn't have been killed by I don't even know anymore, and therefore I could have actually gone perhaps to the Calixis sector to complete my training and become an actual proper member of the Adeptus Administrorum, maybe even
Right.
Mechanicus. I
Ah.
actually have always loved machines.
Well,
But
things
maybe
don't
it was
necessarily
not
go
meant to
much
be.
better just because you're in a less remote part of the galaxy. Where I grew up couldn't have been any less remote, and things weren't so easy there either.
Well, at least now we're here. And to be fair, here right now, it's pretty good.
It's all right. Not like we have much of a choice, though, is it? Like you said.
So far, I have no complaints.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best I've slept in easily years. There's
Well,
one thing
good
the
for you.
Inquisition know how to do. It's make a good bed.
Yeah, they do a few other things as well, but I suppose that's one of them.
He sort of looks at you and says, you want to take control, or am I doing this?
I'm
Oh,
really
that's
loving
alright.
this 80s music, by the way, Lily. I'm loving this 80s music.
Oh yeah, this is now your ship's music.
I love it.
This is here to stay.
Yeah, I'll just like kind of co-pilot with him and kind of help, but
Awesome.
obviously I'm not a very good pilot, so
Well, it doesn't take you very long in terms of gameplay to get there, but you have time to decide what your approach is. I will give you some more details of this planet, but I very quickly need to nip to the loo. So in the meantime, you guys have a quick catch up and think of what is it that you're after or what you may be wanting to go after. And I'll be right back.
I'll be right here as well.
okay. All right, you lot. What
Uh,
are we looking for? I know none of you actually voted for this place, but apparently this ship's a democracy now.
I don't
That's how
want
it
to go
works. You've got to deal with it.
here in the first place. I think we should, if we can grab another pilot, that's not going to be a bad thing, just in case something happens to our skilled friend over there.
Yeah.
Well, we should have a quartermaster to look after, weapons and supplies and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yes, good idea, sister.
Thanks.
And I mean, on a Forge World, we might get some people with some interesting technical know-how. So, it'd be good.
Maybe a potential gunner.
Yeah, I suppose, but
Do we need a navigator?
I have no idea.
Or does the ship do that?
We could probably,
Honestly, it depends what the Inquisition has planned for us.
Well, if we're able to, we might be able to recruit maybe one of the tech priests or someone like that to help keep the ship going.
Yeah, I mean, our Tau friend probably does a good job of that, but I guess he's not here right now to do that, so
True.
good to always have a backup.
True. It won't be much use of us if he has a bullet in the head.
Yeah,
Bad to have a backup.
yeah.
Are you planning on putting a bullet in his head?
No, but you must know, sister, of the dangers of the dangers of the Xenos.
I've heard
Or of
a few
being
things.
one.
Oh, surely.
Or of being a
I've
Xenos
I've
as
heard a
well.
few things, but just so long as he, follows the Emperor, I don't really mind.
Yeah, well, that's good. As long as we all follow the Emperor, yeah.
True, but
Follow the teachings.
I follow the Emperor. I thought I was at Pandorax.
Oh my god, here he is with his sad violin and Pandorax again. Jesus Christ.
I was at Pandorax, and I was at the other one. I can't remember the name.
Right.
Bear with it.
Clearly seen some shit, then.
Pandorax and Cadalus, and I fought alongside the Deathwing at Cadalus Harbour as well. And I can tell you,
Good on you.
there's a reason that we say the Emperor protects, but carry a big gun.
Right. So the Emperor protects.
The Emperor's
But-
light never.
Uh,
The Emperor's light never goes out, but on Pandorax, it did dim.
wow.
That's
That's a
why you
big
carry
admission.
a lantern.
Even the Grand Master of the Deathwing said the same.
Wow.
We would have given our lives readily for the Emperor, and at one point we almost did.
Right. Well, I gotta say, Brother Asmos, you are a very uplifting individual. Very inspiring.
Well, after you guys have been speaking with Brother Asmus, I guess, about this, I'll give you some details about. Indeed.
We did actually make like a list of people we needed.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Vaguely.
You did?
It
Oh my
wasn't-
god. Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
A tech priest.
need- Yes. A
That would be kind of
quartermaster,
useful.
a tech priest, a pilot, a secondary pilot, I guess.
And some people who know how to shoot.
Yes, a gunner.
Yeah.
We have a chef, but does the chef need like some sort of assistant?
I mean, it depends how many people you actually manage to recruit. You're gonna have
That's true.
2 hours of gameplay to do this. Right, these are the details of planet Elia 234. Because 1, 2, 3 would have been too predictable. So Elia 234 is a not terribly big planet. Forge World used to be something else, but it's some Forge Worlds still have some form of planet-like basis to them. This one doesn't. It's just pure machine. It stinks like machine. It smells like machine. It moves like machine. The Skitari have been working on it for trillions of years. It's yeah. If you've never been to a forage world, this is literally as foragey worldy as it gets. And Elia 234 is particularly well known in this part of the galaxy for making spaceships components.
I'm just sort of picturing like the dwarf planet from Guardians, not Guardians of the Galaxy, like the Avengers film, the last one.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of think. Yeah, so a forge world is basically just a massive factory that covers an entire planet. It's probably the easiest way of thinking about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, all the natural resources are being used simply for production.
Oh, so it's a planet of capitalists. We love it.
Yeah.
And in fact, I mean, the way it works is that usually the Mechanicus are in charge of the planet overall, and they do their shenanigans and whatnot. And then they have a ridiculously vast human force, sometimes even some ogrins and things like that, to do all of the manual labor. They don't give a shit what those people end up to, as long as the work is done. Roughly.
Even if the planet becomes under invasion.
Yeah.
I returned from the darkness.
Even if there's a full-on invasion, they will still expect the people to carry on working.
So it's the Victorian work labor force
Yeah, pretty much.
in space.
This is essentially a huge workhouse, and
Nice.
and there you go.
Fantastic. We just love that.
Oh, and to put it in a bit of context as well, but yeah, the Adeptus Mechanicus, they are probably more machine than the Armen.
Oh yeah.
So they
fun.
will wittingly swap out biological components for mechanical bits and tech stuff because they just
Really love tech.
flesh. Yeah, they just see it as much better than flesh. So when you're talking to a tech priest, you're basically talking to more of a robot than you are a man.
Okay.
Cool. Beep boop.
Essentially that. So there you go. That's it. That's the planet. That's what you are here to do. You have a list of things that you want to obtain. It's not a bad
Yep.
list. I'll be honest.
I was also thinking maybe like a medical assistant, depending on how many people we hire.
Yeah, I mean,
I've only
how
got
long
2
is
steps.
how long is your list already?
We've got like 4 people on it or something.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
It sounded like more than 4.
Oh yeah, because
But
we need
anyway.
some gun people, a quartermaster, a chef's assistant. Did we say that? Depending on how many people we need to feed.
Yeah.
And I guess we've already got like 6 people on our ship already.
I'd say
Well-
probably another 5
What's
or
our
6.
capacity?
What we're looking at.
In any
Yeah, what is
case,
the ship capacity?
you are not sure.
Okay.
How
Well-
many beds do we have?
Well, you see, it's not as simple as that, because this ship was built in such a way that it would work for both Space Marines and humans. So,
Okay.
the
Mhm.
space that you have is completely modular and entirely dependent on the ratio of Space Marines to humans.
So
Well,
the
I feel like
ship
we're
is-
mostly going to get humans.
This,
it's-
to put it in context, this ship would have been created for a Space Marine kill team of 10 people
Okay.
to go on missions plus their support.
Plus. Okay.
So about 15 to 20 crew Space Marines max.
Okay.
With humans, well,
Mhm.
you can be a bit more
Yeah,
creative.
we can squish them in. They
Yeah.
can sleep top to tail. Some bunk beds involved, you know.
Yeah, I feel like Space
Top
Marines
and
probably
bottom.
don't sleep in bunk beds, do they?
No. And humans
Pretty
have that pesky thing of wanting to make families and bring them with them, so you know.
Totally can see
doubt
Brother
this.
Bumble and Brother Asmus there in.
A
Roomies.
bunk bed?
That would be great.
Just a queen size bed with Brother Bumble at one end and Brother Asmus at the other.
Nice.
Shipping the ship.
In any case, you see now Elia 234 approaching,
Mhm.
and yeah, How are you going to do this, guys?
Nicely?
Jump off the ship and start accosting people on the
Shooting
street.
things.
I don't know. How does this work? What?
Literally?
Well,
What kind of place is this? Once, like,
Well.
when we get
well,
off?
you have two adepts as starters with you. Let's hell the planet and tell them what we want, and we require requisitions.
Oh, I suppose there's always.
Well,
an official
you
way
have
to do
several
it.
approaches that you can go with here. I would be very happy to let you all roll your lore Imperium to give you some general
Absolutely.
approaches.
Ooh, yay, rolling. Or, like, alternatively, we could just land and just start asking people if they want a better life.
Cool. I don't know. I rolled a 92.
You know fuck all because you've been living in the fringes of the Imperium all this time. Oh
I
my god, you
succeeded
passed!
at intelligence.
Wow.
I've not been living in the fringes. I've been living in the fucking underworld of it.
How do I how do I roll this?
Right, so on the sidebar where you have the
Mhm.
dice, just roll a D100.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
Or on the character sheet as well.
There's
you can just
skills.
press the skill.
There's the group skills, and then there's
Okay,
lore.
It's like that square next. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter.
Very good.
Okay, well,
I have memory loss.
yep, you're like Imperium. That's a thing.
What Imperium?
There is one, and it has cereal. Yes.
Um,
In the meantime, Brother Bumble and Brother Asmos would know the several options they have. Like James just suggested, you can indeed just turn up and say, "Hi, we work for the Inquisition. Here is this conscription sheet and sign up." You do know, however, that the Skitari and the Mechanicum over particularly like that type of approach, and that could cause you potentially some issues. Although they are part of the Imperium, they try to be as independent as possible. So
We could ask them if they got any troublemakers we want to take off their
Yep.
hands.
that is definitely an option. You can ask directly Central
Just empty their
Command
prison.
and ask them not just for any troublemakers,
I
but
mean, how do you think I
you
got
know,
here?
if they know about anyone that
Don't
may
say
have put a request to transfer to a different world, or shit sometimes happens. People may have reasons to leave the planet, whether there is willingly or unwillingly. That is definitely another option. Otherwise, you can ask them if they will let you go to certain parts, or if they have certain areas of the Forge world that are currently overpopulated.
Hmm.
Hello. Yes.
Sorry,
Hello? I
Some-
think Discord
some
just was
something.
losing connection there for a second.
okay.
Yeah.
Everyone here?
Yeah, I think so.
I think this
Yeah, I think so.
Discord just had a hiccup.
moment. That's fine.
Carry
I
on.
don't know what was the last bit you guys heard me say.
Stuff about going to
Overpopulation.
overpopulated areas.
Yes, so you can go to the overpopulated areas, or places where they have extra labor force, because sometimes it happens. They just get up, people coming from whatever, and
People be fucking.
they just have more people working on that particular sector,
Yeah.
and that's it. So it could be another way of asking them, where can we take people from if they want to come with us. Those are your 4 main approaches.
Okay.
Or we could take the stealth approach.
Or
Not tell
you
them
can
we're
just-
coming.
Yeah, you can just go around and figure it out as
I feel
you go
quite
along.
at home with very densely populated areas, so
Yeah.
let's go and scrape some people up from the overpopulated areas.
Yeah.
If the
Okay.
the government are all right with that.
Who's
That'll
gonna
be
do the
fine.
talking with the
Alright.
government then?
I suppose I will,
Yep.
unless anyone has any objections.
That's okay.
It might be better if there's one of either the sister or one of the Astartes.
Oh yeah. Sure, go ahead then. Feel free.
I'll come with you.
We all know you're very good at this.
I'm doing it myself. I'm just saying it might be best if Bumble or Sister Winter go.
Yeah.
You have
I'm
you
okay
have
with
two options. You don't actually need to leave the ship if you establish actual communications from here with Central Command, and
Yeah.
they may give you a closer landing port
We can
if you
use
are
technology.
successful. Or you can actually land and make your way there and see how the world looks like, because you still haven't landed or have a clue what's going on there right now.
Also, we want healthy people. We want to know what kind of health these people are in. On this planet,
Yeah.
just in general,
Yeah, the report was not that explicit, so there is a lot that you don't know about Elia 234 and the people that live in it.
Okay. I suppose we can go in person.
But, it's entirely up to you. It's one thing or the other,
Yes.
but
Just going in person.
you
seems
are
more
running
polite,
out of time, so I would suggest
Let's
that
go!
you...
Let's go in person.
Okay.
We don't need breathe.
We find wherever we
breathing
need to
apparatus?
land, if we know.
Yes, you do know the docking area where to land, so that's not an issue. You
Before
put your credentials in. Sorry?
See, this is
Yeah, no, I was
this
going to
is
say,
why we.
as we're kind of landing, I hail them and say we wish to speak to whoever's in charge.
I was tempted to do Royer, but that would be a bit too...
Wrong universe.
Yeah. Another human voice that sounds slightly synthetic says that they will get someone over to you in just a moment.
We will get someone over to you in just a moment, sir.
And a couple of minutes later, you hear a... I'm busy. You better be quick. What do you want?
Hello. We'd like some people.
All right.
We don't traffic on people.
We are a Death Watch, non-kill team special agent group, and we are here to pick up some recruits. If you are so willing to release some of your fine citizens.
You're those wreckage of people that come from Sister Palora's tower.
Exactly right.
Great. What do you want? I don't have the whole day.
If you could point us in the direction to a place where there's abundance of people that you'd be willing to let go, we'll go and take care of it.
There's abundance of people in this planet.
Yeah.
Because there totally is.
All right.
Oh,
well, that's good news for the both of us.
Okay, but you need to do me a favor instead.
Well, I thought we'd be doing you a favor by taking them off your hands.
Well, indeed, but overpopulation usually comes with crime. Crime usually comes with things going missing. Things going missing comes with me losing profit and parts. And me losing profit and parts means that I need to take time outside of my very busy schedule to investigate shit I don't give a damn about.
Okay.
We know about crime. We have a criminal.
we what?
We have taken criminals in the past, he means to say.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
So,
Right,
you can land
you had me worried there, Bumble.
in sector 327 and do
Sounds
with
like
it
a
as you may,
That's a lot
but
of sectors.
but with the
But.
condition that you sort out or at least tell me what the root cause of the criminal activity that's going on there, so we can fix it, either you or us.
Money.
Have
Okay.
you
What's the?
Consider that it could be poverty.
You literally see this man whose face looks full of cables looking at you. What seems to be a pretty cool bionicle eye focus on you,
Bionicle?
scans you, looks back and says, "There is not such a thing as poverty in the light of the Omnisire."
Okay.
What happens when it gets dark?
Right.
I'm
That's not
sure they've
really
got good
wrong.
artificial lights.
His eyes keep on going from one side to the other. He looks at the Dark Angel and says, "You know what to do. Now piss off."
Wow.
And the connection break.
Thanks. For
Language.
Okay.
Fucking hell. What a potty mouth that bastard was.
So the Adeptus Mechanicus for you. Trust me, the Dark my chapter and them do not have a good history.
Do you have a good history with anyone?
Anyone? Yeah.
Yes.
That is the question. Do you have?
Yeah, I heard you pissed off some
Anybody.
space wolves.
Oh yeah, but our rivalry with the Space Wolves it's a healthy rivalry.
It's basically because they're furries, and they're like really angry about it.
Aren't bumblebees furry as well?
Correct.
But they are not angry about it.
Okay.
No, we're really happy about it.
Bumblebees are more fluffy, aren't they?
Oh, fluffy.
Also, yes.
Isn't that nice? Alright, let's
So,
Pilot.
sector 327.
pilot
That's
fly us
a
to
lot
that
of
sector over
sectors.
there.
That's fine.
Punch in the coordinates.
So,
Let's
do our
sector
thing.
327 is towards the south of the planet, so it wouldn't be in view of what you have here. It would be sort of on the South Pole. It's an area that, from what you can tell, deals mostly with fuel sources.
Lovely. It's gonna smell nice around here.
It smells, it's slippery, it's... You know,
No.
the Necromunda setting is pretty grim dark. This is
Uh-huh.
not even dark, it's just grim.
Okay.
It's just
As
disgusting.
soon as we step off the ship, I take a big, deep lungful, and finally, some
Home.
Are you
fresh air.
alright?
What's that?
Okay. I don't know if this air counts as exactly fresh.
Well, it's what my lungs are used to.
It's fresh to scum.
I can I can have a look at that for you later if you want, because that doesn't sound exactly healthy.
Well, that's alright. Yeah, I think everyone from my planet has got probably some interesting mutation that makes us adapt well to these sort of conditions.
I thought you were going to say some sort of form of venereal disease, but okay.
Oh, well, I mean that too, yeah. Several, but... you know.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna schedule everyone
we
for a
are
full
off the
checkup.
ship now, so I can change the music.
Cool.
No, the 80s music!
Haven't heard that for a while. That's our flying music.
Ooh, fun.
Cool.
Okay, now we have like combat music. Okay,
Yeah.
what's
no,
happening?
it's just active. It's just active. Because there are a lot of dangers in here.
Why do I hear
You
boss
need
music?
to be on your toes. You need, this is essentially probably how it sounds. There's lots of noises around, tinkering and whatnot.
Okay.
It is active. There's people coming and going, bustling, motors, things moving. There is a lot going on.
Right.
So,
Right.
what do
Where
you do?
to first?
Start just sort of wandering around, seeing what getting a read of the kind of people we've got here. How's everyone look?
Yeah.
Okay, start rolling me some awareness, everyone.
Cool. Would you say I'm using my eyes for this?
No, not necessarily.
I would like to use my eyes because I
Oh,
get a
yeah,
bonus
you can use
10.
your eyes. You can use your eyes for this. You don't have to, but
I'm
you
saying
can.
I've got heightened sense of sight now. So I
Ooh,
get a plus
spicy.
10
You love
bonus.
that.
Awareness. So when I put a modifier in and put 10, I'm guessing that is good modifier, right? Not a negative one. Yes, it was. Good.
Right. Clearly, I'm too distracted by all the poverty.
I am also distracted by poverty.
Mhm.
It's not poverty. It's just industrialism.
Yes, that's the same thing.
Depends who you ask.
The poor.
In any case,
We're not asking the capitalist
like
robot.
you are definitely in your element here. Brother Asmos, it doesn't take you long to notice that as soon as you actually start walking through here, you guys start getting a lot of looks because it's not usual for Space Marines to be here. particularly not for Space Marines in, the sanctioned Death Watch armor that you are all now wearing. You scream, danger, danger, something is here. So there are people looking at you, not like viciously or anything like that, but people are obviously aware that you're here. Other than that,
what do you lot say we split up?
You see people, and that's it. Alex, you know exactly what's going on in here. This is your jam. This is like your house. These people are your homies, and you know exactly everything. You've just seen 5 illegal deals happening, and you were perfectly cool with that. You were tempted to actually go and give them some tips on how to do things just a little bit smoother, because it was that side hustle was just not quite polished there. Yeah. Something could have gone a bit wrong there. But other than that, it literally, it's a free for all. You haven't seen more beautiful, organized chaos in quite some time, and it is refreshing.
Cool.
Because it is essentially that people seem to be doing their jobs, but jobs have quiet times, and in those quiet times, a battery disappeared here and there, and something happened, and this and that, and whatnot. So yeah, it's very much familiar to you. So anything that you would want to spot, you would have done it.
Okay. I
look at Stubber and I say, so you're from this kind of environment.
Exactly.
Where do you think local gangs or anyone would hang out?
I mean, it could be anywhere.
Yeah.
We don't want to just go wandering in, because that's a good way to get people to close up and not want to speak to you about anything. I think if we're going to put a stop to this kind of scale of crime, it will take longer than the amount of time we have. So I think the best we can do for that favour.
I'm thinking of a very kind of, quite rare piece of ship part that you could potentially go up to someone and say, I'm looking to buy this. And hopefully the rarer it is, the more expensive it is, and so the higher up it might take for someone to sell it, if that makes sense.
Maybe.
And say we can't go through. And say, this is kind of under the nose of the Mechanicus.
Yeah.
We could also cause a revolution.
That's an interesting suggestion. What makes you say that?
I mean, clearly nobody likes the Mechanicus here, so we could just cause a communist revolution.
And what would you know about such things?
I mean, everybody's equal on Bumbletopia.
Is that so?
Everyone is equal in Bumbletopia, indeed.
Everybody is Bumble.
Everybody is Bumble and
what
happy.
About the boss?
You know nothing of the boss.
Well, I know.
What the fuck is going on?
All right. That's an interesting suggestion. Maybe another time.
Somebody has to lead us.
That might take a while.
I look at Stubber and I say, right, tell him, you know the inside and out of ships and mechanical parts.
Yeah.
Think of
I would suggest that the Space Marines do not attend.
Okay.
Okay.
I would politely ask that you do not follow me.
Politely asking is the way to go. If you told us, that'd have been sad.
Does that
Yeah.
also include me? Because I don't think I fit in here around here either.
I I like look what are you wearing? How much do you stand out to like just normal people?
Not terribly. She would have up until the moment you guys stood in the ship, and she would have been issued the appropriate armor. So all you guys are wearing, I mean, the Space Marines are wearing space black armor. Sarah is not even wearing proper armor. Like, it's just black clothing with some armor, and it's leather. Whether she's still wearing her kafia and that sort of stuff on her hair is entirely up to her.
Yes, absolutely, of course.
Then, yeah, she looks like an nun in space.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
But not a threatening nun with a flamer, if that's what you're wondering.
Uh-huh.
So she wouldn't look entirely out of place. You know, there is still worshipping by the local communities in these places, as much as the Skitari try and make sure that it is, you know, secular Omnissiah only. There is still Imperial cult in these places, particularly in the Underhives.
Alright. Yeah, I think you should be alright.
Cool. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Alright,
So you two are gonna go and do some side hustle, and in the meantime, the Space Marines are gonna do what? Wait, so you two are trying to go and find out what is the thing causing the bigger crime?
that in combination with finding anyone with useful skills that wants to get off this planet.
Cool. Okay. I guess in the meantime, the Space Marines can try to recruit people. That may divert some attention from you guys as well.
Yeah.
Entirely up to you.
Sure, why not?
Okay. Well,
Just
we'll
set yourselves up, put a sign out, and
yeah.
have a recruiting desk.
The Emperor needs you.
Just like free cupcakes.
honey for everyone. Excellent.
Join the Death Watch if you want healthcare.
Yeah. I would ask that you all, well, not you all, Brother Bumble and Brother Asmos, please roll a fellowship test.
Oh, I should have stayed with them. I should have stayed with them.
Oh my fucking god.
I mean, I'm also good at fellowship, so...
Not too much.
Oh god. This.
Oh yeah.
Wow, not bad.
Yeah, Brother
That is
Bumble
not
is
bad for me.
actually very, very fellowshipy like. To
Oh
some
yeah,
extent.
he's very cheerful to
And
be
to be honest, that's not a terrible fail for Asmos.
No. It just looks intimidating as fuck, which, to be fair, is a broody Dark Angel. Makes perfect sense. Okay.
Well, you only want to
Of an
recruit the
edgelord.
strongest, the people who are willing to actually approach
Not
you.
afraid.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's not bad. I am going to say, in total, you've had 2 degrees of success. That gives you a total of 2d6's worth of people that may be willing to talk to you.
Wow.
8. A total of 8 people may be willing to talk to you.
Not terrible.
Now, it depends on what you say and what not. So I am going to stop the music momentarily for you guys to do some roleplay.
Hello, downtrodden of the Mechanicus world.
Oh god.
Great
Are
start.
you looking to be part of an organization that cares about you? That wants you to succeed with great promotion prospects and
What?
a union?
What kind of union? And what type of care?
Well, we have literally some bandages. And sometimes you can do what you want.
I'm just imagining you guys like standing on a box.
You
Which
set
is
box,
what
yeah.
we do here.
We care.
You're
Mhm.
joining some of the Emperor's finest
Yes, you can meet Space Marines.
in tracking
Grumpy
down and
ones.
eliminating the greatest threats to the Imperium.
Grumpy ones, blue ones, furry ones, angry ones. But don't
Now-
worry, not too angry.
If we were joining the finest, why would 2 big fellas like you be down here with us normal people, huh? Looks like you're a bit desperate.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Because
Trialing a new inclusivity
I
program.
thought you Space Marines were all burning test tubes or something like that.
while
Minute.
that may be true,
What's your name?
Oh god, this guy's gonna get fucking shot.
while this may be true, you're not born in test tubes, and that's good. It means we can fill in our not test tube quota of people, and that means you get various tax benefits.
What is tax? I know what is tax, man. What is he telling me about tax? I need to do tax now or something.
No,
What is this?
Oh my god, this is amazing.
did I?
I
Also
never pay
mention
no
that we have-
tax. Never pay no tax ever. Why do I have to pay you Space Marines like people some tax now, huh? Well, what is this shit?
Hey, you know black ships, right?
What, like the one you came in? No,
Oh
I
my
think
God,
he
this is
means
very
the.
fun.
I think he means the black ships. You know, with them dodgy people. You hear some muttering now that the word black sheep has been given, and everyone sort of gives you a very sheepish look, and they are like, "Okay,
We
you are
don't
threatening
have
us now."
any of those, but this place might.
They sort of look at each other.
Is this blackmail?
You're gonna have to do another fellowship test here. You didn't roll that well.
Oh god.
It's both of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, both of you.
Oh, fuck.
Actually, before you do that.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna ignore that. Before you do that, if any of you have things such as charm or command or deceive, I would even allow.
I have most of those, but I'm not there.
I would even allow blather.
I also have that.
Would you
Wait.
allow?
I have intimidate.
You can try that too.
Jesus Christ.
Intimidate people into volunteering.
Well, conscription.
I have intimidate, but Bumble isn't very intimidating.
Can be. In a weird sort of way.
I can fucking roll intimidate.
Right. Well, I don't
Oh
think
my
Brother
God.
Asmos is very intimidating right now.
Nice.
He's like he's stepped off a box and fell.
Even I can fail on my best stat.
Great, excellent. Well, with that, you've managed to lose 2 people. So now you only have 6 people still lingering, and mostly because they're trying to figure you out. So you better figure out something quickly.
Did we mention you get to work for a little old lady? She's super lovely. Bakes cakes and everything.
If I wanted to work for an old lady, I would go back to my mum's.
No, that's I can't say that on a podcast.
Okay.
That's a very bad comeback.
I'm going to leave you guys there whilst you think about what you're gonna do next, whilst Alex and Sarah go and try and do some hassle. So,
Right.
Alex, what are you actually doing?
I'm gonna look around for anywhere that seems a bit black markety, dealing in various tech and stuff like that.
Okay.
Try and gain some knowledge of where I might find a place like this. And
Kill. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just checking up some notes. Okay, would you please roll me a search or a security? Either of you.
Let's see. Search is perception, security is agility. I will do
Oh god.
security. Oh! A very close fail.
Sarah?
Neither of them are great.
Well,
But
take
I
your
feel-
pick then.
Oh wait, no, wrong button. Wrong button. Sorry, that's on me.
It's okay. I don't think it actually rolled.
No, it didn't. Yay. Cancel. Fuck off. And you come back to me. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh my god, that's
Wait.
the biggest epicest fail.
wait,
Like,
hang on. You
how is that
rolled.
even possible?
You rolled nothing. Like
Yeah.
there was nothing in that. Literally, you that was impossible to succeed.
Yeah.
Oh, if you don't have, if you don't even have it, then you wouldn't have been able to roll anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
You need
fair
to be
enough.
trained in security if
Yeah.
you try security.
Yeah. So
Roll
never mind.
search instead.
No, I'm not trained in that either.
No, but search is a basic
You
skill.
should, you should have it
Oh,
as a
okay.
basic skill.
If it's in the basic column, anyone can try it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I see. I can read now. Search, was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. My eyes. Just
Oh.
went black.
Just
Just
Oh,
about
yeah.
succeed.
Okay. Well, you take some general guidance from Stavros. This is very different from where you would have grow up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And although you don't quite manage to, you were I was actually asking you to just roll security because you would know the drill of where shifty places like that would be. So just by checking how a certain layout of somewhere may, how it may look like, you may be able to know whether you're onto something or not. You
Okay.
just about fail it, and you purely failed it, Alex, because although a hive world and a forge world are very similar, there is still, things of it that are obviously not what you would expect. So with a bit of help from Sarah, you find what appears to be a tunnel that goes down. It's not a drain. It literally just looks like someone has just cleared some rubble, dig a tunnel,
They got a spoon.
and on like a sort of diagonal angle, like a mining shaft almost.
Right.
And you can take a ladder or you can sort of scoop down it. And on the other side of it, you can hear clinkering and clackering, and what seems to be bustling and hustling of people.
Hustling and bustling. That's what I live for.
It
Let's go.
is.
I
Phew.
slide down the ladder.
Awesome. So you two go down the ladder, and literally it feels like in the smallest space possible, like the two of you can pretty much go shoulder to shoulder against each other, and you would probably be touching either wall on your sides. There is no more, like, you can walk next to each other, but it's quite tight space. And you
Okay.
are not the biggest people either. So this has been, very narrowly made to literally just wedged in between two different levels of the underhive.
Mhm.
So it's quite nifty in that sense. And
Underhive.
you see, or the underforge, or whatever we call it, and you see, it's literally just a tunnel. Perhaps at some point this would have been some form of maintenance hub or something like that, but it's just a dark tunnel.
A nice
where
dank
there are,
hole.
Yeah, where there are random lights with random people around them. Some of
Lovely.
them have boxes, some of them have facul, it's just them, and some of them have like a table-like setting, and that's it. And
Yeah.
it seems that, you go and get what you need from whoever you need.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't know who or what that may be because you are not from here, but that's essentially how it rolls.
It really stinks down here.
Oh yeah, it smells like absolute shite.
It smells like ass.
I take
Yep.
another deep breath.
Yep, you
Ah.
are loving it.
I am seriously worried about her.
Smells like
Nose.
opportunity.
Like, you know how on a very stuffy day, the Bakerloo line in London smells pretty bad?
Mmm.
That would be
No, I've never done that.
refreshing right
I know
now.
it well. Mm.
That would be a refreshing smell right now.
I am
Nice.
seriously worried about your nose and your lungs right now.
That would
And quite
be.
possibly your brain.
It's been honed over many years of this.
Indoctrination into a bad smell. Anyway, you
I'm
have a
gonna
total
mark you down
of
You
for
thought you
check.
made the smell your ally. I was born in it, molded by it.
you have a total of 6 potential vendors that you can approach.
Mhm. Okay.
2 of them are women as well.
Okay.
Where should we start?
And you are not entirely sure, but one of the people down here looks mostly machine.
Okay. That catches my eye. I'm gonna go straight up to them.
Okay?
Oh, okay, we're going this way.
And you go there, and you both have seen this before. This is a Skitari. Except it's not a Skitari.
Okay.
Or rather, it may have been a Skitari at some point.
What
and
exactly is a
obviously-
Skitari for those of us
So,
that don't?
You are dumb and
what's
don't know Warhammer.
what's
Yeah.
the best way of describing Skitari? They are almost fully mechanical grunts that started in the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Okay.
The degrees of, I guess, mutation is not the right word. I guess they call it enhancements. Can
Augmentation.
vary a fair bit. You may just have people that have extra arms. You may have people that have extra cables, extra lungs, extra all sorts of things. This guy looks like... imagine the old school Terminator,
Uh-huh.
where he's sort of missing half of his human makeup. Yeah,
Okay.
that. It's
Cool.
whatever it was at some point. It's obviously fallen from grace and doesn't have any of his cool shiny toys anymore.
Yeah.
But this,
Put a picture of it on the Discord for you.
yeah, this is definitely, this is not the sort of person you were expecting to find here, essentially. Because normally these people are
Yeah, there you go.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
normally these people, are Upforge. But this one, I mean, yeah, it doesn't have any of the actual insignia, anything like that at all. He just has a pretty rough cloak over him and some boxes next to him.
All right. I'm gonna go straight over to him.
Mhm.
What are they doing right now?
He's just there, sort of hanging,
Alright.
chilling.
Okay. I'm entirely winging it here, so I'm just gonna go over them. And... Do they say anything upon our approach, or?
Nope.
Okay.
They sort of just do a head movement. That's it.
Greetings, friend.
Won't go as far as saying friend.
You don't think so? I'm sure we'd get along if we got to know each other a bit better. So, what sort of
No interest
services?
in doing that.
That's very, very smart of you. What sort of services are you offering?
I know what you need.
I need someone who knows their way around ship technology, maybe some weapons, various things really.
May know a guy.
You know a guy.
I may, depends on what part of ship technology. I mean, this entire planet essentially operates on making ship parts, so it wouldn't take you long to find someone. But
yeah.
it depends what ship part and for what ship. Of course, it's not the same if we're talking about an Imperial frigate or
Nothing that big.
a Raider, or if we're talking some sort of Xenos craft.
Nothing that elaborate, but there's always potential for expansion in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Would you happen to know a guy who might be up for a big job? Something off-world?
It depends. What type of big job? You're
One
gonna
that-
need to roll something here now, Alex.
Yeah.
It's a long-term position with a special ops squad.
I'm gonna either roll... I might try and go for charm. That's the sort of vibe I'm giving off.
Good luck.
Wow, I rolled on my number.
Nice.
What does that
Okay.
even mean?
That's fine. It just
Nothing.
means it's just what it is.
Okay.
You are chattering to him all of this, all of that, and eventually the guy just turns around and goes like, "So, lass, how is it that a nice nun like you ended up with a scummy dirtbag like him?"
What, me? Oh, it's I was assigned to their ship.
You were
That's sort of why we're
assigned?
here.
You were assigned to their ship. Why would you be assigned to the ship of someone like
We've got a
him?
very diverse crew, and we're looking to add to
Well,
it.
we've got a couple of space marines, and him and me and someone else I haven't yet met. But
You
well,
are with
anyway.
a couple of space marines, and you are coming to the Underforge
Yeah.
to find a guy to do a big job.
Well, we need someone with very specialist skills.
And the Inquisition couldn't afford to pay nobody, nah?
Oh no, you will be paid. Just
it's a bit suspicious that the Inquisition would send
We're given
you
our
guys
own autonomy.
to a place like here where they could just contact, the main guys above and hook them up with somebody directly off world.
Yeah, I mean,
well, we did think of
that is an option, but I'm sure you'll agree you get a much more interesting crowd in places like this.
I didn't realize that the Inquisition were much for interesting crowds.
I mean, I'm not Inquisition friend.
What? You...
Yeah. You react to this statement right now.
Yeah,
Excuse me?
Technically, I might be doing a job for him right now. But, we've been given our own leeway to do as we see fit. And, I'm expressing that free will that we've been given. Thought maybe it'd be good to come down to a place like this and uplift some fellow scum and dirtbags who like to dwell in a hole like this.
You're gonna have to roll a deceiving here, because he ain't buying it.
Am I deceiving?
You're gonna have to.
Okay. 2 degrees of success.
Let's see. Yeah, okay, no, fine. He sort of just does some movements like, yeah, alright, okay, whatever, I don't give a shit. So you need a guy to do a job. Okay, I may not have direct access to the guy, but I can tell you how to find the guy.
All right.
He hits open one of the boxes and he finds a pretty shiny looking sort of data pad. You think you've seen this before? It's like a geo tracker, but it's almost like futuristic VPN geo tracker.
Okay.
Only someone who has given access to that specific data slate on the other end would be able to know where that other person is.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyone else who wouldn't have fucking clue what they're
It's
doing
just-
with it, they would probably get completely lost and wouldn't know fucking shit about what they're doing or looking at.
Okay, yeah, it's like
So-
encrypted.
So he tells you, yep, if you buy this from me, you'll find what you need.
Alright. I'm going to figure out if he's shitting me.
You just have to roll your fellowship.
Just fellowship, or I've got... What's it? Scrutiny? What's scrutiny?
You can roll scrutiny, yeah,
Oh, I
you
don't
can
really have
scrutinize him.
scrutiny. Or evaluate this thing.
You can evaluate. Yep, I'll allow that.
I would evaluate this thing, or attempt to at least. Nope, I rolled badly.
It seems legit.
No matter what I would have rolled, that would have been a bad roll.
That's it. That's as far as you can tell. Seems legit, sounds legit. You don't have any particular reason to trust him. You don't have any particular reason not to trust him.
Well, to be honest, it's not my money. Like, in a way.
Through that.
How much? I mean, we've not actually been told how much money we have or anything to do this.
No, he says a random figure. I'll say that you have that amount of money. It doesn't
Okay.
seem ridiculous.
All right.
The
I'll give him a
Inquisitor
little
did
bit
say
extra.
whatever it cost. So
I'll give him a little bit extra because I don't care
All
about
right.
this money.
sweet. All right, well then. And he gives you the key code.
Cool.
And that's it.
All right. Pleasure doing business.
No worries. In the meantime, going back to our 2 Space Marines.
Yes.
So,
Hello?
Space Marines.
Asmos kind of just has like a little realization. Thought, why don't we just land, recruit some people, and then just leave and screw the whole crime shit?
That is
Well-
probably a good shout.
Well, you've not been worrying about the
Unfortunately, I'm
crimes
doing a
right now,
really
have you?
shit job of persuading.
Yeah, you've yet to actually recruit anyone.
Well,
Hello, citizens of the Empire.
I go into the ship, and I bring out the other 6 guys from inside
Mm.
and say, right, tell them what it's like to be part of a Death Watch, to be part of our team.
They sort of look at each other. And yeah, they start talking to the 6 people that you have left.
Noise.
And they are doing pretty good job, particularly because, well,
Wow, 2. Our crew members keep rolling like single digits.
the
Holy crap.
well, I mean, to be fair, the guys have had a pretty good impression. You know, Agent Hazer just got to fly his badass ship, as he calls it,
Yeah, he immediately got promoted.
and you know,
Sort of.
he tells them that he actually has a chance to put his skills into use. All of this, brothers Pathiel and Turak tell them how, well, you know, they had a hard life with the Tau and now they are here and they're valuable members of staff. Yeah, that's what they've been told by the Inquisitor. They are valuable members of staff. They have beds. They get
Little
fed.
baby cakes.
There is a Sister of Battle there who is a Sister Hospitaller, and they feel in the absolute most protection ever. And it's pretty dope in that sense. The cook is happy.
Do they
He's
use
been
that
told
word?
he's getting supplies. So, I mean, you know, you may think that this is not a good life, but in comparison from what you guys saved these guys, which was civil war, alien war, famine, and shit like that, their lives with you have actually been improved. So, even though it's been for a short period of time. So, yeah, they're pretty good at actually convincing people. Let's see how many of those people are convinced, though.
Mm.
Okay, 80% of 6. Which is...
How much is that?
4.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, that's not bad. 4 people seem pretty keen on it. And out of those people... you have one of the women as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Going to like
So...
see what they're actually good at, or
yeah, I don't know. I mean, they pump them up. It's down to you to decide whether you want these people in your crew or not.
Okay, what are you good at? Cooking?
Let's find out. So, you have a specialist. One of the guys is a specialist. I'll tell you on
What's
what in
that?
just a moment. The rest of them are... hold on, where did I put my table? The rest of them are fighters.
Okay.
including the girl. She tells you that she used to be planetary PDF, Planetary Defense Force. Before her planet got blown up to pieces and she got deported and
Wow,
moved
she
here.
didn't do a very good job at it then.
What? Wow.
Good thing I'm not there.
And the other two have just been part of the general local forces here. They would much rather be putting their fighting skill to use than moving shit around, which is fair. The guy that you have that is a specialist, it's an 8, and he actually is a weapons specialist. Not so much as in he makes weapons and he makes them fire, but he's like a scientist. Not so much an engineer, but he understands like chemical warfare, he understands demolitions, he understands shit like that.
Cool.
So he's a smart person.
Smart.
We should grab them all.
It's like
Literally
Pokemon.
grab them and just throw them into the ship.
It's like
Yep.
prescription Pokemon.
There's cushions, they'll be fine.
Do you legit say that?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. So you're conscribing these people, yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, I mean, they kind of volunteered, so
Yeah.
not really.
But you're happy with them? You're not gonna ask them more questions, check them out for anything? No?
Proper
Nah, it's
vetting.
fine.
Well, I asked for librarian.
Yeah.
Do a little
Check that they're not
Oh
heretics.
yeah, I'll do a
doing
sign of science
basic
check.
Yeah, check they are not, corrupt,
Yeah.
warpy,
Yeah.
Warpy.
fucking mutants.
Not to the same extent that we do it on our on kind of like the chosen to become Space Marine recruits, because that might kill them, but just enough to be able to tell whether there's any underlying issues.
There are
Oh.
no issues that you can tell. So they seem legit humans.
They're fine. All is well.
That obviously doesn't account for sanity or for potential mutations. But yeah, corruption-wise, they seem pretty good. Psychic-wise, they seem boring.
That's what you want.
Yes.
Boring is
Perfect.
safe.
Perfect. Then you have 4 new recruits that you can take back to the ship, or you can take your 6 friends and make them take them back to the ship. Entirely up to you.
I'll just take them.
Take them
Just
back
take
to the
them
ship and then
Yeah,
come
okay,
back and find
yeah,
out.
Not too much. They're not probably of much use now. Although I do ask them whether they know of anything of the underground kind of black market underground crime.
Part of their first mission, huh? I see. Let's see if they actually know anything about anything at all. Nope.
Okay.
I see their intelligence status similar to mine.
I tell the current crew to show them in the ship, show them to their sleeping areas, and if they have anything they want to take with them before we disembark, to go and get them now.
The rest of the crew sees to it, and they all sort of nod at you, and the girl that used to be Planetary Defense Force actually does like a military salute, and she says that she's an honor to be able to work next to the true heroes of the Imperium.
Space Marines.
And there she goes. I don't know if you want to relay this to your Underforge friends.
Yeah, we'll relay it back to them and just say we've got 4 recruits. Don't think we're going to get any more than that.
Well, you two
Ready.
definitely aren't.
No, ready to go when you are.
All right. Well, we're working on one. Potentially a bit of a techie guy. Might be useful to have around.
Good.
What sort of
You literally have a maximum of 1 hour until we have to be done with this mission.
Okay.
So that's the amount of time that you have left to recruit any more potential people or find anything else that you want to find.
Yeah. I will.
I don't know if you've, with what I've told you, if you've checked anything from your list.
I mean, you wanted to get a couple of fighters. What else was there? We wanted to potentially get someone who's like can serve as quartermaster,
Yeah, well, another pilot potentially.
or yeah,
Or half master.
or that. Yeah, even better, twice as good.
Yeah, you don't really have anything along those lines.
No.
Like the scientist guy is definitely more on the science side of things than on the,
Yeah.
on the flying side of things.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we could potentially look for someone like that as well. In this area where we were, is there anyone else who stands out to us before we follow this tracker?
No more than they stood up to you before.
Okay.
Shifty people everywhere.
Cool. How would... where would I go to find someone who's good at flying?
Maybe where the ships are.
Maybe. I might go up to another random person here and just try and charm them, get them to trust me. And maybe they can point me in the direction of some, like, badass smuggler pilot who brings them their illicit goods.
Sure. Give it a go.
Yeah, I'll just walk up to someone else here who's selling stuff and try and charm them. I roll charm. I rolled decently well at charm.
One of the girls.
Okay. Yeah, I lay the charm on extra thick.
You go. You actually realize that underneath all the grime, she's actually quite pretty.
Grime is even better.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry.
That's right.
Hello.
Alex is just trying to chat up one of the scummy girls that is selling some contraband. Like you know,
Yay.
once you actually, could you both roll a perception check?
Just straight perception.
Sure.
Whether
Is
I'll
this using my
let you-
eyes?
Yes, this is definitely using your eyes. So you're welcome to roll awareness or scrutiny. Either of
awareness is
those would be
better.
good right now.
Awareness is better. Wow, that's a bad roll. Okay.
She's just too pretty.
I'm kind of like
Oh god.
torn between looking at
Wow.
her and then I'm also trying to like focus on the wares that she's selling, and the angle I'm going with is sort of like, wow, where'd you get stuff like this? You know,
Yeah.
I'm
you
not
don't
sure,
find this sort of stuff
obviously.
around.
You're too shocked at the poverty.
I'm still trying to come to the terms with the fact that Stava isn't part of the Empire. He doesn't follow the Emperor.
Oh yeah.
I never said that. I said I'm not Inquisition. I've just been recruited by
Yeah,
them.
it's not the same.
Yeah.
Oh, is it not? Okay, then he's
Yeah.
cool then. Yeah, I'm shocked
But
by
that
poverty.
still raises some question. For sure.
I mean, obviously, yeah, I'm trying to distance myself from them a bit, but I've not
Yeah.
said
You
anything
don't-
too heretical.
You know, you haven't met him long enough to know how much of that was him just talking shit because of the job you have to do, or how much of
Mhm.
that is legit him because that's stubborn. So
Okay.
you're still getting to know him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We didn't mention that I have a hatred of heretics. It's
Yeah,
like a thing.
yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
In any case, the girl just sort of tells you that it's just here and there sort of thing. What are you after? What can I do you for?
Well, I was wondering if, you might know a guy or know a guy who knows a guy who, I'm sure you get this sort of stuff from some amazing places off-world. You must know some good pilots who are good at getting things past inspections and all that. Anyone you can put me in touch
The
with?
pilots are not really people that I deal with. I find my wares through other means.
Yeah?
Mostly there's a lot more negotiation involved.
Alright. And how are you at negotiation? Bet you drive a hard bargain.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah?
Try to buy anything on this table, you'll pay 3 times the price.
Alright.
Maybe
That's-
just 2, because you seem nice.
Oh, wow. Very nice of you. Well. Are you perhaps, I don't know, looking for a bit of a change in life? Something a bit different?
I mean, I definitely will consider any good offers, but it will have to be a pretty juicy offer. I'm making pretty decent cash here, to be honest.
How would you like to see the galaxy? Go to different worlds.
Hmm.
Pick up any interesting
And-
little thing you want wherever we go.
And you'll get a consistent wage.
Yeah, that too. That's nice.
Really care about the wage, you see. Like I said, I make pretty good living here. I mean, haven't really gone off world much.
Did you know that there are worlds out there that have
Yes.
got barely any technology on them?
I can
And there's
show
no-
you the-
There's no sound whatsoever. All you hear is the wind. And sometimes there's even plants.
Show you a grim dark fantasy.
I've seen
You can tell
places like
that
this.
she's sort of on the fence. You
have you
may
had much
be able
dealing
to
with
convince
Tau?
her.
I met a whole bunch of Tau once. They're pretty interesting people.
How?
They've
Aren't
got
they
good
like
tech.
blue?
Yeah, they are blue.
Yeah, they're blue. They're blue. They're very blue.
They've got interesting tech and some interesting ideas, you know.
I heard that they like things like to be the same for everyone. Like, it wouldn't be very good for me to hang out with them if they just think everyone and everything has the same value. And
Well,
see
you
how
don't
you
have to-
can have leverage that way, you know?
Well, I'm not asking you to join the Tau Empire.
So who you work for then? What's the deal? What's the job? You know, from man to man.
Yeah.
Tell me, what's the job? Because,
Well-
this... No offense, ma'am. But this nice-looking lady here, she's clearly completely out of place. So what is it that you guys end up to?
Well, we've got
Well,
a very
you're not
diverse
wrong.
group of people with us, as you can see. From us here, Chalk
Hi.
and Cheese. We happen to have a sweet little contract with the Death Watch.
Deathwatch. I don't hear very good things about that.
Yeah, they're pretty interesting.
Actually, which Deathwatch is this one?
I don't know, what's it called?
Yeah, you tell us.
So, your Deathwatch is part of Project Primus, and it is in Gillian 2. So it would be the Gillian 2 Deathwatch.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Mhm.
Really? Interesting that. It's not very safe over there, I hear.
Well, you'll see lots of
I hear
excitement.
that you had some unwanted visitors recently.
Yeah, I mean, just between you and me, it's not so bad when things like that happen because there's a lot of space marines around. They take up all the flak, and you can kind of just watch from afar. Pretty entertaining, really.
I'm not sure if I really want to be working somewhere that is actually that corrupt with none of the benefits of working somewhere that corrupt with the benefits.
You can find your own benefits. I've managed to do all right.
Not sure. I will need some time to consider this.
All right. Well, we might be
we're-
back
we're
this way in a
here-
moment. We've got some other things to
we're,
attend
uh,
to, but
We're
consider
here
it.
till tomorrow, I think.
No, we're not.
No, you're
Yes,
not.
we are. Are we not? Oh shit.
No.
Never mind. I don't know.
We'll be back
What's
this way in a
happened?
moment. I've just got another thing to attend to.
Right. She exchanged data slates numbers with you anyway,
Okay.
I guess.
Well,
And she
success.
says
I
that
got a number.
even- even if you don't catch her, it would be good to stay in touch. Just because she may come across some information that may be of value to you, and maybe you'll come across some stuff that may be of use to her.
Okay. What's her name?
Her name is... Hold on. I got it written here somewhere. Too many people. This is the problem when you have a ship crew. It's too many people.
You just need a name generator.
Yeah, I know. That's essentially what I had.
Just make them up.
Her name is... Visa.
Okay. Very normal name.
Yep.
Didn't know names like that existed.
It's a short version for Visala.
Okay.
But yeah.
Visa.
SS and a H at the end. Not like the
Okay.
card. Cool. Well, you have 2 contacts, 4 recruits, but you still haven't found the source of crime in here.
I'm
You
gonna
have
follow this
exactly
tracker for another
50
for the other
minutes.
recruit.
Okay.
I'm just following
Are
him.
you
I have
going
no
back
idea what's
to the
happening.
Space Marines, or are you doing that on your own?
When?
Because the tracker seems to be taking you back up to the surface.
Well, you said we had like 6 people we could talk to, so...
Oh yeah, there's more people here. You have 4 more
Yeah,
traders.
but
you
we don't
haven't
have much
spoken with.
time.
How much time do we have?
50 minutes.
You have good time to talk to at least one more person.
I don't know how long this thing will take.
You could probably
And we
squeeze
paid for
one
it.
more person in, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try a similar thing. I want to try and get a pilot of some sort. I know this isn't probably the best place to do it,
Are
but
you gonna try and charm the other girl, or just one of the blokes will do?
let's go for one of the guys.
You
Yeah, I
roll
just
your charm again, please.
yeah, I basically say I'm looking for a pilot who can do some work for me. If he has any contacts, that's a pretty good success.
Nice.
Do you know anyone?
Know a guy who knows a guy.
No, but the best thing you can do, if that's what you're after, is if you go to the cargo base, there's a couple of rogue traders over there, and,
Okay.
crews like that are easy to buy, as long as you can pay them more than their master.
I
Done.
see. All right.
And just because of, certain altercations that have been going on in this sports world lately, there seem to be a few more rogue traders coming here quite often. So that would be your best bet, if that's what you're looking for, a pilot. That will be your best bet.
Great.
Because they'll be there ready with a ship. If you need the ship as well, I'm sure they'll be happy to steal it for you. I mean, borrow it for you.
And don't worry, we've got a ship, but there's no need for crime.
Oh yeah, no need whatsoever. Anyway, thank you, friend.
May I interest you in any of my substances?
Oh, what you got?
A bit of everything. Tajit has wares. You have coins. He literally has a bunch of random little crystal pots and baggies with different colored dust in there.
Is he selling drugs?
Anything
He's selling drugs.
particularly spicy?
Spicy. That purple one there.
All right.
I hear that it has the blood of a tyrannid.
Oh, that does sound
Sick.
spicy.
It does. Oh,
I'll
God.
take it.
All right then.
From my medical knowledge, does it look like he has anything that can be used?
Roll,
medical knowledge.
roll for Medicaid. Yeah, roll for Medicaid.
Oh God. I'm
Yeah.
going to-
Again, if I've got like money from the Inquisition or whatever,
Yeah, you do. Of course you do.
I'm just gonna buy this thing out of interest.
Oh,
You
thank God.
you don't think any of this shit here can do anything medically good for anyone, but you're not sure. You just look at it. It just looks essentially like chalk with some form of hair dye mixed into it.
Can where did you just pick up a rock and I don't know, like crush it a bit?
I have this stuff coming off here somewhere.
I'm going to try to evaluate this thing I'm about to buy.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I roll badly.
Yeah, you can't evaluate it, but it looks shiny and it definitely looks like drugs that you
Cool.
snort. So
buy
there
it.
you go.
I buy it.
That's probably all you care about.
I buy it.
Cool. Write down tyrannid blood, quote unquote, drug. And I'll tell you later what it does.
Tyrannid crack.
You get tyrannid crack.
Where?
You get space comms from the Space Marines telling you that they've been given note that the cargo from all of their new recruits is in the ship. So you guys need to either get going or find some information about this crime.
Well, if the I don't know, what do you call the person in charge of this planet, or the group or whatever?
It would just be whoever is in charge of here would be a top member of the
I'm sure they have a
Adeptus
title.
Mechanicus. Yes, I have it on the tip of my tongue and it just won't come.
Okay.
Jesus.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Anyway,
Whatever.
Top
If
Mechanicus dog.
One of the other toaster shaggers.
If the governor wants to know about where the crime is happening, I'll literally just point them to this area. It may be.
Could do.
If all
Just
else
sell
fails.
out your new girlfriend and your drug dealer, why not?
Yeah.
Pretty standard.
Not necessarily, but
All right.
I mean, if anything, they'd probably blame it on me.
I want to go and track this signal.
Cool.
But I will also turn on my comms for once and tell the others that they could potentially look for a more dedicated pilot, because there are apparently a bunch of rogue trader crews that might be looking for work.
Yeah, rogue trader crews and Space Marines don't really get along.
Oh, okay. Do I have to do
That's not
everything?
gonna work. Oh no, the Space Marines can track this fucker.
Okay.
There's one thing they can do.
Yeah, we're great at tracking.
But whoever this person is, I might scare them off too. This is the whole problem here.
I mean, either way, you're gonna come out roughly in the same place where these guys were setting up their box and recruiting people, so you're gonna collide anyway.
Alright, well, either way, I've said I'm tracking this thing.
Yeah.
We've already paid for
Also,
it.
So-
we could try again with the crowd.
You start beep bopping the thing, and it points at somewhere that is a little bit farther away. There is a lot of space to get through it, so either you get back on the ship and you follow the coordinates, or well, the Space Marines are simply bigger and faster.
Okay.
So it's entirely up to you guys how you want to do this, whether you want to take a piggyback or actually get in the ship and get going.
Let's like the Space Marines can go find this guy, and we can see if we can recruit anyone from the
Yeah,
crowd.
that's
that
also
they
an
want
option.
to
You can pass
scare
them the
off.
data slate, and you guys can go and see if you communicate better with the rogue traders. I'll let you discuss that.
Banging by me.
Alright, I give you the tracker and say that there's potentially interesting recruit with some technical know-how on the other end.
Okay.
Try not to scare
Cool.
them off. Or at least
I'll
just
make
find...
sure he doesn't say anything.
That might be worse.
Anyway, I'm gonna go look for where the rogue traders hang out.
Cool. Okay, I'll do the Space Marines first, because if they roll properly, they should be fairly fast. So
Well,
you guys
roll properly.
you guys actually although this thing pretends to be quite sleazy, and it would be for a human, you know, as a matter of fact, even without, you know, being tech marines or anything like that, that this type of database, you could probably plug it into your stuff and it would crack the code within
Plug it
not
into
that
my
long time.
stuff.
But that would take you time, and it's probably quicker to just actually go and check this out. It would take you just a few moments because, well, you're big and you can burst through most of the shit that will be on the way. Under normal circumstances, I would ask for a roll of strength, but I can see both your strength stats, and that's not necessary.
Well, okay. Wow.
So essentially, you guys just start blasting your way through this moment, at which I am going to need to ask Martin to roll his willpower or
The fuck?
science, please.
Sure.
What's happening?
Vague successful ones. That's quite nice.
Ooh.
You notice a disturbance in the force.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys approach this thing, this is not warpy signals. There is definitely a psychic presence that seems to be correlating with where the coordinates are taking you to.
Ooh.
I shall inform the dark angle.
We're recruiting a psycho.
Okay. Do you get a sense of threat level?
Good question.
I would say with that roll, you would know they are. It seems to be not a very powerful psychic presence, but a psychic presence nonetheless, and not terribly stable.
They'll be fine. Just, you know, they might get a bit explodey.
I definitely want to recruit this person.
Spicy.
Okay. I draw my bolt pistol. I kind of have my
Wow.
bolt pistol handy just in case.
So don't scare them off.
Good shout.
I'm not drawing it. I'm just having it ready.
Okay. You find a shack. There is literally no better name than that. About twice your height above the ground. The only way of getting there is either through some teeny tiny sort of ladders, or because it's all metal, you can just mag boot it and you'll be fine.
Yes. Magnets.
Doesn't seem to be any type of barricade or anything like that, but you probably want to roll either scrutiny or a security for me, please.
No.
Okay.
I politely decline.
Has everyone said scrutiny?
Yeah.
They're both pretty shit. Nah.
No.
I can try. I can try.
Oh, that was 0. If that was security, you don't have it trained.
Oh yeah, no, both of them are untrained.
Ah, yeah.
No,
No, I
yeah.
don't have it either.
Wait, are we all there?
No. Scrutiny is basic,
Yeah.
so you could roll
So
that.
why is it just a door?
What?
What are we trying to break through again?
You're not breaking through anything just yet. You're just walking up and assessing the perimeter.
Roll,
Oh, okay.
roll scrutiny. That's basic.
Can I just do an awareness?
Yeah. It's the same thing.
Nice.
Not quite. More people have awareness. I
Hey.
think. 3.
I am going to say that you don't think that this person has set any type of actual physical barrier, but you may have accidentally triggered a psychic barrier, which you notice a step too late. It's not something you have encountered before, and Martin, you actually realize that the reason why the psychic, what's it called, sort of intermittent seems unstable is not because of the stability of the psychic presence itself, but because somehow whatever you're tapping into has managed to mix this with technology.
Oh,
And that's what's making this
that is
well,
not okay.
yeah, it's
not?
quite gross in your eyes. In any case, you
Please don't
trigger
kill this
something,
person. They sound
and
cool.
both of you, please take a willpower test.
Be aware, Dark Angel. This is an extra dangerous person.
I definitely get my bolt pistol out.
Which is why we must recruit them. Put them out on our side.
Disgusting. Pairing the machine spirit with the.
To be fair, they are in a forge world. What do you expect?
Ugh.
Right. Well, both of you pass. It wasn't anything terribly shocking. It just seemed to be some form of essentially destabilizing presence. Like if you would have failed, maybe you would have been secretly terrified of something or whatever. But it's nothing that actually will affect you. However, by that moment in time, whoever has set up this form of alert or whatever has been notified that you are there, and they will be waiting for you. And now you make it to the top. So what do? Do you take the shack down? I mean, you could technically lift the shack up. It's about your height, to be honest.
Yeah, like opening a can of beans. We just
Pretty
lift the
much.
shack up and reveal the person inside.
Tip them out.
Okay, go on. Let's do that.
Yeah.
For that, you will need to roll some strength.
Going at this very hostile.
Nah, we just
Trying to make friends.
Nice.
when we knock, we break the door down. We might as well just go the whole hog.
Nice. Okay, so you two you take an end each, and you lift the thing. And as you're doing that, you start hearing, "Holy shit! What's that?" And then you see a small, very small human inside. And with a small human, I do mean indeed a child. They cannot be older than 13 at most. They indeed seem to have some form of bionic implants. And Martin, you can tell this child, if he was found by the right members of the Inquisition, they would be taken
Black
to
ship,
the
black ship, black ship, black ship.
potentially
So
to a
the-
black ship.
So the best way to survive is join the Inquisition. Hide in plain sight.
Hello, fellow wizard.
Wizard? What do you mean, wizard?
Oh, I mean, hello, fellow psyker.
Who the fuck are you? And why did you leave my house? It's my house.
To be fair, our ship will be your house from now on, so that's not too bad.
What do you mean ship? I ain't going nowhere.
I mean,
I think. And the child seems to want to cry, and it's gonna try and
Do what?
yeah, okay. No. He
Oh.
tries, and you can tell he's trying to summon crocodile tears, like, but my mom would be so sad. You can't take me from here, sort of thing. But
I mean, you're
It's-
literally living in a shack in the middle of nowhere with like a bunch of like psychic trickery around you. You know someone's coming for you. But like
Psychic
it's not us.
trickery?
We're just here to, boop you onto our ship.
what do you mean psychic trickery? I just code shit, man.
Uh-huh. I mean, I can do a sinus check to see this kid is the actual.
Yep, that would be a good idea. Did you fail?
What do you think?
You did fail. Nice.
Well-
For all you know, you don't know.
Well, you know what, fellow battle brother? I reckon that this kid is not a psyker. Getting nothing from him.
Really?
I mean, I was. and now
That
I'm not.
disbelief on the tone. Really?
You sure?
Well, it was there and now it's not. So I guess maybe they can turn it off. Never heard of that before, but you know.
Tell me, where is your mother?
Where is your mother?
You're gonna have to. Both of you are gonna have to roll a fellowship test.
Good luck.
Can I not use intimidate?
Nope. You passed.
Not a
Where is your
child.
mother?
You can't use intimidate
bad.
for every social interaction.
Why not? I'm a dark angel.
And
And not
literally,
my child,
this
you
child
monster.
starts telling you the sad violin story of how one day my mommy went out and I waited all day and I am still waiting, but I know my mom will come back. And she's the one that told me how to set those traps that you activated. And she said that as long as I kept an eye for them and checked the code, it would all be fine. And
You
as long as
can't
I used
set-
the back door.
How long
You
ago?
can't set psychic traps without being a psyker.
Well, I don't know if my mom was a psyker.
How long ago was this?
A while?
It's
What
time to
for?
face facts, kid. She's
Your mum-
dead.
What? No, don't say that. She could just have got caught up with those dirtbags on the fucking other end of fucking neighborhood. Like I told her so many times, those people are just hustling shit out of this planet 24/7, and next thing could be her, you know? Like that gang has been making money of the fucking Omnisaya and all of them fucking freakazoids for quite some time, but it's real hard here with people like that operating, you know? Like poor thugs like us cannot make money when big organized shitbags like them are actually taking all the coin for themselves. You know what I mean?
I mean, welcome to a machine world.
Whatever.
Enjoy your stay.
Whatever. What I'm saying is that my mom is not necessarily dead. She could just be kept hostage. She could have been ratted out and been taken to prison.
Black ships, black ships.
You know where these people are?
Well, I mean, they're kind of everywhere, but literally just on the backyard is where they usually meet. It's where they have their deals and their parties, if you could
Well-
call it that, like their dope lane.
Why don't you show us?
All right. Okay, sure. And the kid says, I mean, at the end of the day, you've already broken my house. Doesn't matter if you smash a few more.
We can put your house back.
So with an incredible amount of agility, the child just sort of springs out of wherever he is and just starts climbing across and sort of hurries you up. And as he said, literally just a couple of shacks along the way, you see a huge pool and what seems to be a patio in which you find bits of all sorts of shit.
Is this child taking them to a crack house?
Potentially. And you don't even need to roll for awareness. These people are not even trying to be subtle about this. They're perfectly out in the open because they know the part of town where they are.
They run this town.
Yeah, you know, no one gives a shit. They are probably the closest thing to organized order that the people around here have seen.
Trying
And
to pick up another house?
you see literally everything. Like they have a gang of at least 30 to 50 people. There is vehicle parts coming and going. There are definitely drugs. There is lots of chattering. You think they're keeping some form of human slaves. You're not entirely sure,
Oh
mostly
my
because you
God.
hear, you know, chains and things like that chattering around.
It could
so
just be a BDSM drug then.
it could be. I mean, you don't
I
know.
have no idea what one of those is.
But you know, definitely, this is starting to sound like the problem that they were trying to locate.
Wow. Good job stumbling across that.
You want to talk to us?
Hello, criminals.
You legit going to okay? You say hello, criminals, and yeah, people start shooting at you. Please roll your dodge.
Do they need to dodge? Can they do
Well,
anything
I mean,
against Space Marines?
I guess they don't have to dodge. But, you know,
What's their armor for?
you do have armor.
We're still agile.
Fuck is my
Like,
agility?
Hmm.
There we go.
like even we're so strong that even though we're wearing like a tank, we're still moving incredibly quickly.
Mhm.
It's almost as if they object to being called criminals, but they clearly are.
They just don't like
Indeed.
Space Marines.
Yeah, you don't even get a scratch, but you can tell that these people don't have just your ordinary flashlights as weapons.
I'm going kill.
Okay.
I get my bolt pistol out and my chainsword, and have I got someone near me?
You are in a target-rich area.
I just start swinging.
Okay,
Well,
then
I guess we've solved the major crime problem.
roll me whatever is it that you're attacking with.
First of all, weapon skill.
Yep. Nice.
I don't even know what fucking weapon I've got, so I'm glad I'm not there.
What's a weapon?
Mm.
You rolling for your ballistics as well?
What can I shoot at the same time?
With a detriment, yes.
Yeah, go on.
Nice. Even with a detriment of -10, you would pass. Okay, yeah. I'm not even going to bother rolling the damage. These people don't have any type of fucking armor.
Range sword straight into someone's gut.
There's 2 people dead.
Oh my god.
Yep. Martin, are you gonna join in the fun or?
Sarah, when we say it's a chainsword, it's literally a chainsaw in the shape of a sword, effectively.
Yeah, no, I got it. Thanks.
It's fucking mental.
Well, in the worry that innocent people might get hit by all this gunfire, and of course to protect the small, definitely not guilty child, and the rest of the crew, being me and Asmos, I'll just do, I don't know, 4 stone on push.
Okay, sure.
I'm having a whale of a time, mate. I don't think. Yeah, don't worry about
All
me.
right, go for it. Have a blast laugh. Oh,
Cool.
tell me.
Cool.
Psychic phenomena?
Well, if I didn't use it, I used it on push, so we're getting that anyway. But if I didn't use it on push, we'd still be getting it.
You know.
Where's the blood letter?
Dubs.
Okay.
However, that does mean we now get. Where the fuck has my thing gone? You want to keep attention to your things, otherwise things get sad. So, so we'll have like 6 extra armor against ranged attacks. So that's nice.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, no, we have 12 extra armor.
Oh, nice.
Right. Perils of the warp. No, psychic powers. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, got it. 185. Okay, so how many of these do you need to roll? Let's see.
I believe I used it on push, so I have to go phenomena first, and then.
Yes, that's it. So roll me some psychic phenomena.
Roll me. Just go straight. Just go straight to
It's roll a 90 something.
91.
Fuck. Yeah. Okay. For those of you who don't know what's
You
happening,
start summoning demons.
so depending, it doesn't necessarily have to do as to whether with a psyker has done a bad roll or not. Depending on certain numbers, psykers tap into the warp and, well, something comes out of it, right? Normally, it's not a bad thing. However, if you roll at a certain number, like Brother Bumble just did, you summon Perils of the Warp, which is when a psyker reaches deeper into the warp to power his abilities, and there is always a chance that, well, something bleeds into reality.
Or I explode.
Or you explode.
Fantastic.
So roll me yeah, roll me a
27.
okay, sorry, the page is just loading. I don't think that's too terrible.
I don't think that's too terrible as well. If it was 72, I'd be really, really
27.
scared.
Locked in. The power cages the Psyker's minds in an ethereal prison. The Psyker falls to the ground in a catatonic state.
Wow.
Each round thereafter, he must spend a full action and make a difficult -10 willpower test and success. His mind is freed and restored to his body.
That sucks.
I'm just watching this, going, what?
Yeah, you don't really know what that is, but Brother Bumble has legit just fallen to the ground and doesn't seem able to move. The child goes like, dude, what happened to him? He looks dead.
I love this
That
child.
means you can have your 12 extra armor points for this round,
Oh, brilliant.
and then if I don't get up, you can lose them.
Yes.
Oh, great. I
So,
have to sustain
James,
it
you
every
have
round.
two options right now. You can carry on kill, or you can actually grab Brother Bumble and get the fuck out of there with the knowledge that you have disrupted this area enough.
How many more people are there?
Well, we know what we all know what James is
You
gonna do.
killed
Right.
at least 2 out of 30 that you could see. So there is another.
I'm going to keep swinging for it.
Okay, go for it.
I'm glad I'm not there.
Maybe I should be there. It sounds like they need me.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm just having an out-of-body
Yeah,
experience.
people are starting to surround you. So the problem is that it's becoming difficult to work on your own when you are literally surrounded by a mob.
Just means you can
You're a
swing
tactical
without caring where
marine.
it
Normally,
goes.
when you do this shit, you have some backup.
Backup's unconscious.
Yeah. So you can try again,
I'll try again.
but they are going to, well, hit at you essentially. And they do. So you better dodge.
Dodge.
Although, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, you have 2 more attacks that you can do before time's up.
To dodge now?
Huh?
Do I dodge?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, okay. No, I don't need to dodge.
That's okay.
Okay.
Well, I just realized
That's a
that you
bad
have
one.
the extra armor powers from Martin, so it,
Oh,
it
yeah.
wouldn't matter. It will be accommodated by that, so you didn't need to do that. So you attack,
Hey.
you succeed. There is 3 more dead.
Oh.
On that note, and as you're literally just cutting through them as if they were butter. No, they're still showing some resent, so you can get away with 2 more attacks. But by this round, now Martin needs to roll his willpower. And see if he gets back up.
I think you'll find I definitely won't. Oh my fucking lord.
Is that good or bad?
I don't think it's good.
No idea.
Well, I'm usually excited either way, so.
I know.
Excited.
It's hard to tell. Oh wow, good.
Dump stats.
Oh,
for that.
wow, nice. Okay,
Oh,
yep.
nice. Yeah, okay.
It does actually manage to get back up, but obviously you won't be able to participate in this round. There is a total of 6 people dead on the floor. These people are willing to put up a fight, and they're starting to call in some friends. You don't know if you legit can take them all down. It's literally like a swarm, and you're not prepared to fight a swarm.
Oh, horde rules. No, fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't
At
want
what
to do
point do
that.
these people give up?
When they're dead.
Pretty much.
That is some Dark Angel thinking.
Yeah. I mean, I in true Dark Angel character, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
That's my unless I'm getting ordered to withdraw, or the librarian can persuade me to back off.
Nope.
The Dark Angel.
You're doing what you enjoy.
Dark Angel trait is
Oh my god.
is well, stubbornness.
And thus ends the 2 Dark Angels.
And thus we move on to the other people who are nearby the
Cool.
ship and therefore can fuck off at any point. So you two are trying to recruit a new member. You see at least 5 different rogue trader ships.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any crew members hanging about?
Yep. Just roll some awareness.
Okay. A decent roll. And
Nice.
It's okay.
Nice. Sarah, you identify someone that, like, you are not terribly aware of how these people operate much. You've sort of been working mostly in, within the parameters of the Imperium, but you identify someone who screams to you as a person that would have had some form of Imperial position, a military background, and now have clearly just deserted the Empire and become a rogue trader. So you may have a potential. You may have a potential there for a quartermaster. Alex, you find
I
at
was
least
thinking more of like murder, but okay.
no. Like the fact that they are not actually working for the Inquisition doesn't mean that they don't worship the God Emperor of mankind. So
Okay,
you're cool with that. As long as they are not saying that the Emperor is a dead man, then you're fine. Alex, you find indeed at least one pilot, and potentially an astral telepathica person, which could be useful for your ship as well.
oh, what, like for navigating?
Exactly.
All right. I'll try and recruit them. Do they come as a package deal?
They seem to be from different crews, so no.
Okay.
Okay,
Well-
because these people are all elite, I will need you both to roll a successful whatever fellowship test that you want to do to convince them to join your crew.
Okay.
So
I
I
just-
would say really it would be either a charm, deceive, or
I just remember that I've got this peer thing. Do any of these people count as workers?
no.
No. Okay.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, but I also have peer.
Or Imperial Guard, so it wouldn't
Oh.
really work here.
Okay.
It may give you a bonus if you are trying to chat this guy up, but that would be about it.
Okay. I'm going to try and recruit the pilot with deception.
Yeah, go for it. Roll me a
And
deception,
try and
please.
make it seem like we're going to do all sorts of exciting missions and stuff, and there's all these great benefits.
Yep.
Which I'm sure is
Nice.
partly true. I'm just going to glam it up a bit.
Yep, go for it.
Wow. How did I roll so
Yeah.
bad? Fuck me.
Okay, are you gonna try and either deceive or charm the Astra Telepathica guy?
I mean, my deceive is better than my charm, so
Up
I
to
feel
you.
like deceiving him might not be a good idea. I'm gonna try and charm this guy instead.
Can I try and
just about
charm
succeeded.
the
Nice.
quartermaster guy?
Yes, please do.
Okay. My charm isn't very good, but I don't want to deceive him because that feels wrong.
You don't charm in, Alex.
What? It's an opposed roll. Fuck.
Yeah, I know. I rolled a 2. His
Okay.
willpower. His willpower slapped you in the face. It tells you that it's a very nice. Yeah, the other guy literally looks at you, Sarah, and just snorts and moves away. The Astra Telepathica guy says that under any other circumstances, he would be 100% happy to join, particularly something like the Death Watch. But rumor has it that your Death Watch is shit, and the chances of survival are pretty low, and therefore,
Come
I
and
mean,
help
you
us
probably
make it
want to
better.
get out of there. And as you are at it, Alex, actually, he's gonna give you a juicy piece of information.
Okay.
He tells
He's gonna
you
spill the tea. Amazing.
he tells you, just ask what happened to the person you came to replace, because I knew him personally.
Who, me?
Person I came to replace.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I know your type. I know
Yeah.
they probably took you off world somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
The person that actually went to Death Watch was an ex-member of a crew I used to work for. Ask them, when you get back to the tower, what happened to Ryak.
Ryak. Okay.
Any other Death Watch mate, I would have been your man. But I ain't fucking going to a fucking death sentence for life.
I mean,
But if you ever
you
want to
know
get
all
the
this-
fuck out of there, we could probably work something out for you. You seem like a nice enough chap, you know? I mean, our master is pretty cool.
if you know all this, then you probably know I didn't have much choice in the matter myself.
Suspect
Trying.
this poor lady didn't either.
Just trying to make the best out of the situation, you know.
Well, I mean, it's sort of my job to go where I'm assigned, so...
Yeah, your job, he says, putting quotation marks around the word job. He says,
I
just,
get paid.
I would just do
So-
some inquiries around where you're actually staying
Well, I mean, sure.
for
the
your
In-
own
the-
benefit.
The Inquisitor seems a
What was
bit,
this
a bit
name again?
batty, but
Ryak.
Ryak. Okay.
I mean, yeah, sure. The Inquisitor seems a bit batty, but other than that, it seems okay so far.
As you two are having this conversation, your friend Hasser comes you in saying, the time is up. We need to get fucking going off this planet or we won't be back in time
Well, where's
for
the
the
space
assignment to be
marines?
done with. I don't know. I've been trying to calm them, but Brother Bumble didn't reply when I messaged them. Maybe you could try.
All right, I'll try.
Have I been given comms yet?
Oh yeah, yes, you would be.
Come in, space marine boys. What's going on?
It goes to a quick cutscene, and I'm just covered in blood, choking someone with a chainsaw, going, damn!
Told you not to scare that person off. What are you doing? Have you recruited him yet?
It's aggressive recruitment.
What?
It's aggressive recruitment.
No, I
I
heard
locked
you. I
myself
just
out
wanted
my
you to
own brain.
clarify.
Well, it's killing them.
What?
It's killing them.
No, I just want you to clarify again.
Well, there's so much blood.
He's
Who are you
really.
killing?
I've never seen him smile before, but genuinely.
I'm so happy.
Well, why don't you hurry up and get back here? Whoever you're killing, I'm sure they can wait.
Or just
We
tell
will
us where you
do,
are.
but it's gotten a little out of hand.
Just tell us where you are, and we'll come.
Just
get
tactical retreat or whatever.
I almost exploded.
Yeah, the
Right.
librarian
you.
almost
That's obviously
exploded.
Emperor.
Very
I
good.
think I saw Bloodthirster almost appear. It was weird.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Are you coming back or not?
Hazer tells you that if they send you the coordinates, they can go and pick them up.
All right, we're
Yeah,
coming to you.
We're gonna come pick you up. I
Okay.
believe
Oh. So you guys get in the ship. You find these 4 new people that have joined. They seem well.
Cool.
You see that you have 3 fighters. One of them is the girl from the Planetary Defense Force. You have this other guy. He seems a bit of a brainiac and seems to know a fair few science bits. So you think he may be able to help you out, Sarah, in the
Mhm.
in the Medicaid bay, which is
Mhm.
handy and whatnot. He may be even able to tell you what the fuck is that shit you were about to snort, Alex. If you
I'm
if
keeping
you
that to
really
myself.
want to know, or if you don't give a shit, that's fine too. As this is happening, James, you can roll some more attacks or not. It doesn't really matter at this stage. But as you are killing and bathing yourself in blood and all of that, you start seeing the familiar shape of your. Yep, yeah. There is more dead.
Not rolling very
You're
well, though,
starting
are
to
you?
not do so well. at this moment, Martin, you actually
It's a bit hit and miss, isn't it?
yeah, okay, you can stop now. Martin, you are sure now that there is literally more people than you would have physically, not just time, but energy to kill for at least a week.
I'd like to throw their house at them.
You throw the house at them. That's absolutely fine. But the ship is coming and you guys need to get out. Otherwise you will be left behind.
Bring the
So,
child.
what are you going to do with the child?
Pick them up and take them with us.
You can't do that!
Yeah.
I'm a free person here. I've a passport.
Just grab
Oh,
him.
what?
Passport, you know what that is? It's a piece of paper that says you live here.
Not anymore.
I
You're
mean,
going to come live on the ship.
The child is gonna try and actually resist,
Oh.
but I doubt he will be very good at it.
Opposed
What
strength,
we
yeah.
Yeah, no, the child didn't roll enough to be able to. Yeah, no, the child
wait and
starts.
see if
He
Martin
starts
is
struggling
rolling
and
99.
saying things like, you know, when his mom hears about it, she's gonna wreck your face and shit like that.
So who the hell
And,
is this?
Just some little shit we found.
I'm gonna make a wonderful exit in that I'm gonna let them kind of swarm me, and then I'm gonna activate my jump pack.
Amazing. You've been waiting for that, haven't you? It's exactly what you wanted to do.
Yeah. I'm just gonna let them pretend that they're winning, and then I'm gonna activate my jump pack, and it's just gonna leave just visceral carnage behind me.
Oh, okay, they do that, do they?
Oh yeah, it's a massive jump pack, so it's
Uh-huh.
anything. It's got to lift like 6 tons off the floor. So
I guess that makes sense. I just imagine this music playing to that scene of you exploding out of a group of crazy bastards
Yep, that's exactly what I was hoping for.
landing on the open cargo bay of the ship
Anyway,
as we fly past.
that actually makes it up for this mission, and that's what we're gonna call it. I'll give you XP very quickly,
Cool.
and we'll reconvene sometime later.
There's nowhere on these character sheets to make notes. Like, is there? It's annoying.
That's very annoying, yes.
I don't like these
I
character
guess you can do on your bio and info.
sheets. Oh yeah, true. I always forget about that.
I use my
think that's
notebook
cool.
next to me.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
also
remember.
good.
I want everything in one place.
Well, I'm sorry, but not everyone has a fucking notebook.
Sorry.
I've got one for the Witch game, I've got one for the D&D game, but I don't have one for this yet.
Too many games.
Oh yeah, this is my like DMing notebook. So it's
Oh.
just full of like my own shit, and then also random stuff.
What was the other thing I needed to note down? Oh yeah,
Doesn't
what was the
sound
name of my
very-
new black market contact?
Visa,
Yeah, how did I spell that again?
VISSAH.
Okay.
So for completing the objective, which was actually recruiting some people, that is 800 XP points.
Each?
800.
Yep.
Cool.
Is that
like
each?
per person recruited or?
No, in total.
Okay.
There was a bonus for recruiting a certain amount of people. You were way off,
Not rolling.
like
Really?
really way off. So yeah, I can't even.
mean,
give
we
you scraps from
tried.
that.
I told you we should have gone jousting.
What do you
anyway,
expect? We roll terribly for like 75% of our rolls.
Yeah, that is true. You have completed
really bad.
one of the secondary objectives, and for that you get 150 XP more.
Okay.
So 850 to 1.
And you haven't really completed in full another secondary objective, but you've completed some of it. So I'll give you another 100 and call it quits there, because that was worth about
Okay.
300 points. So yeah, let's say you've gone to a third of that, and that will be okay.
Do we get extra because we kidnapped a child?
That was a secondary objective that you completed.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
Excellent. We were meant to kidnap the
So I
child.
get XP for
Well,
making-
that kidnap is what I had written here. I just said retrieve asset, but I guess I guess that counts.
Do I get
somehow.
extra XP for making friends?
No, you get the friends, which will actually be more useful than the
Oh,
XP.
okay.
Yeah,
But
I think
better be.
Roll20 is. I think Roll20 is broken
Is it? Mine's fine.
for the rolls. I mean,
Oh, right.
But yeah,
we don't
that's,
roll, we don't
that's
roll very well.
pretty
in The
much
Witcher
it
either.
for today. So
Cool.
I mean, y'all roll on the d20. I roll my dice, and they still hate me.
True. You roll even worse. So.
Yeah, but then that's just
And
your
it's
dice.
hilarious.
Well, maybe you should just get some new dice.
Or maybe I shouldn't have made all but 2 of my stats dump stats.
yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Probably a good thought. Cool.
Nice. All right.
Well, that's the end of today. Yeah. And that's gonna be the end of the stream as well. So anyone watching at home, thank you. Anyone watching
Bye.
later, thank you. And we will catch you later
Yeah.
for some more Warhammer shenanigans.